some very valuable meetings. They've invited some people to, work on some things for their channels, which is awesome. And we're also part of the Creator Club for Artists and Makers. And hi and happy Monday. Oh, I forgot to put my sign on. Happy Monday. The day started out very rainy and cold and wet, and there's sunshine coming down from the stairs now. So, yeah. Hi. Hello. Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. If you did anything fun or interesting, please feel free to tell me about it. I love hearing about your excursions. Or maybe you just relaxed. That's definitely a valid use of your time. Yesterday, and I did stream last night, but we did something really fun yesterday, and we went and drove all the way to Vancouver, Washington, and went to a music store and bought a bunch of stuff for our kids to make music. And I even got myself a tin whistle, which is used a lot in traditional Irish music, which both sides of my family have Irish heritage, and I've always loved Irish folk music. So I think it would be really... Wow!
I feel like I just did this, but yay.
Thank you. And that's 12 months. You know what that means, chat? First of all, sharing. What color chicken would you like to be? Thank you to Conan for that 12 months of Tier 1, which is an amazing gift or a burden, whichever way you want to look at it. White, thank you so much. And it's possible that you did just do it recently. Because that's happened to me before too. I mean, you can actually resub twice in a day if your sub rolls over during that same day, because it's down to like the minute. That's why it'll tell you that you can use your Prime on a particular day, but you're sitting there going, well, it says it's not available because you used it at like 5:50 p.m. your time. You have to wait until the actual time. So welcome in, sharing. Thank you to Conan for that gift sub. We must put you into the bowl, and you get a big red squawk because that was your 12-month resub. You get one more resub on behalf of Conan, but you must have subbed yourself or been gifted a sub once before that. So we don't care where the sub came from. If you resub for 12 months, you get big red. If you resub for 24 months, you get 2 big red squeezes. It also breaks sometimes and is like, share this again and again and again. All right, ready? Into the bowl you must go. The what? The bowl of bulknificence. Thank you so very much to Conan for that gift sub to sharing my art. Ready? 3, 2, 1. And let's just leave that reverb on. You leave that reverb on because you know why? Do you know why? Because it's time. It's time for Big Red. You guys know what we do. When people resubscribe for an entire flipping year, we do Big Red! Yeah, buddy! Or if you're an organic, free-range Tier 1 subscriber, you get a Big Red too. You know why? Because that's pretty freaking special. You haven't turned the volume down! Want to do that. This gets really loud, but you know what? We don't do anything quietly here, really. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! resub. And Tyler, Tyler for streaking. Thank you for your streak. Thanks for sharing your streak, Tyler. You guys, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate you. So, it's okay if you don't keep up with the announcements channel in our Discord, but I think what I'd like to do is maybe just go ahead and read this announcement that I made in the Discord, because I understand not everybody pays attention to that. There's so many Discord servers. There's so much going on all the time. It totally is understandable, but I have decided that we are officially going to pursue Plus Program Level 2. When I realized how far we had made it, how early in the month we had made it to 50 points, I was like, okay, stop messing around and just let people know that this would be an incredible achievement for our community. I'm not fond of pushes. I don't like the idea of pushing, right? To me, that just already implies that like we're asking for something that isn't just happening already. But this one would be really important for me and my family and the future of the channel and our community, because it would increase our revenue share from currently 60-40, which is incredible, and I will never stop thanking you for that. Also, hi Jinx, you might notice your points balance has gone back up. I wanted to tell you, just do it again when you actually have your stuff ready. If it's a week old and you haven't sent me your stuff, I'm just going to start rejecting and refunding them. I love you. You're amazing. You got to flex your points. It was a points flex. Resubmit it when you're ready, when you have your stuff, so you can send it over to me. I love you. And same to the other person who had done it. Was like, I think either Redtastic or Maz or whoever. Denied! Yeah, salt and pepper, push it. Push it real good. So what this would do for our community is increase that beautiful 60-40 split to 70-30. 70-30. Some of you are already doing the max. You are already tier 3. You sub in advance. You've been subbed forever. You're going to stay subbed forever. Can you imagine? So, we're all going to live forever and you're all going to stay subbed forever. So, thank you. If you're already subbed at the max that you can afford, thank you. If you cannot afford to sub, please don't feel like you need to apologize or tell me why or anything like that. You know why? Because it's your business, first of all. Okay, and I know that people want to help, and so they sometimes feel like they have to, let the streamer know, like, I want to help, but I can't. I understand that, and I will accept that what that means is that you are just expressing how much you like what we do, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Okay, you're 2 months away from 100 months in someone's channel. That is forever. That's totally forever. It's actually in the Twitch terms of service. Congratulations on your forever sub. Also, I understand, too, that some people prefer to support off platform. Totally understandable and totally fine. It is your money, and you should do what you want with it. But this would be an amazing way to make this is literally a community coming together and saying, we all love this, and we all want the streamer to be able to make more use of our funds. And Twitch is willing to give streamers an additional share of the revenue generated from subscriptions, but you have to have commitment from a certain number of people, whereas you have to have a certain number of points. So I wrote this in the Discord. I'm going to read it out loud. Friends, I think it is time for us to take your support on Twitch to the next level. Plus Program Level 2. Level 2. Number 2. Number 2. And at the time I wrote this, we had 48 plus points on February 5th. Exactly. That number has already gone up from 48 to 64. That is a lot. That was a lot and is a lot. I hesitate to ask for anything specific because I am so appreciative of what you have done for me already. I know I kind of beat this one over the head. I beat this over the head a lot here. I really am so incredibly thankful for you all. You have literally changed my life for the better. You have helped my life go in a direction I didn't know if it ever could again. There's no way I could possibly thank you properly. But if we can accomplish Plus program level 2, we will increase our revenue share for all paid and recurring and gifted subscriptions, all paid, recurring, and gifted subscriptions to 70% for at least a year. At least a year, if we can get 300 points 3 months in a row. I have struggled with whether we are ready for this step for some time. Because again, I appreciate you. I never want anyone to feel like I'm just constantly asking for more. But I know that you all want to see what we do continue and grow. Financial investment in our channel helps immensely with that stability. With a higher revenue share and that many paid recurring sub points, I would definitely be able to afford to help cover more of our family's expenses and rent a separate space for content creation. Or again, my husband and I started talking about building on our property as another option today. We might not make it there this month, but I think we can do it over the next 6 months or so. We need 300 points for 3 months in a row. I am manifesting this and speaking it out loud. I'm actually saying it out loud and not just writing it in the Discord now. In order to unlock level 2, only paid recurring subscriptions are counted toward this total. Primes and gifted subs do not count, unfortunately. Are they helpful? Are they appreciated? Do we celebrate them? Are we excited when somebody decides to gift another community member a sub at any tier? Of course. But for Twitch's purposes, for Plus program, they do not count. Hi, Kiwi Baby Cakes. Hi, Raheem. Thank you for the lurk. That is also how you can support. There's plenty of ways to do it, but this particular one requires people signing up at any tier as a paid recurring sub. However, when Twitch sees that a community is stepping up to help support the streamer, it definitely makes a difference to their algorithm. There's another positive side effect to financial support being shown to a channel, which is, again, whether we may not ourselves in our minds and in our hearts feel that that is the most important thing. But Twitch is a business. They have bills to pay. And even though they have many people working for them, like the folks that I am in contact with at the creator clubs who are incredible, and they're out there really doing amazing work to try and help a lot of us regardless of our channel size, it gets the attention of the machines that keep track of these sort of things when you all decide you want to support a stream. So if you are in a position to do so, the best way that you can help with this particular goal is to commit to a 3 or 6 month subscription at any tier. If all you can do is tier 1 for 3 months, even if it's just a single month, every one of those points adds up and helps. Clearly, we want the numbers to stay as stable as they can, but I understand circumstances do change, and I know that not everybody can commit up front to a longer term, but that is the most helpful way. If you are capable of higher tiers, that is an incredible investment in our community. But every single plus point counts. So you are helping and you're amazing, and I appreciate you if you're already a tier 1 sub, and that's what you can do for right now. Again, thank you. Always, of course. All of our subscribers have access to perks in addition to the ad-free viewing that we all expect as subscribers to a channel. You have our amazing emotes. Tier 2 and 3s get additional static and animated emotes because we're partnered. We actually have even more emote slots for our higher tier subscribers. You get a special chat badge that progresses the longer that you stay subscribed. Your name in this thank you slide during the credits if you're tier 2 and tier 3. And for folks that are subscribers, you get discounts on stuff no matter what. And if you're a higher tier where it's available, I have made it so that if you're tier 2, you get a better discount. If you're tier 3, you get an even better discount. So that includes our merch shop on Fourth Wall. You also get priority based on your subscription tier during things like tarot readings, or if we're going to do a queue for playing a game with me on stream. So these are all things that I'm offering as a thank you. If it motivates you to subscribe, that's great. But it's more like, wow, you have done this. And so I feel like I would like to offer you this as my way of showing appreciation to you. Tangia, yes, you get better discounts the higher your tier. No matter what, if you're a subscriber, you get a discount on Tangia. And you get a better discount at tier 2 and an even better discount at tier 3. Thank you for pointing that out, KBJ. Because I always want to find, this part is extremely important. So if you weren't listening to the rest of it because I yap and I talk really fast, I totally understand. But this part I want you to pay attention to, dang it! Okay? You guys probably also are so used to me yelling that that doesn't necessarily make you think something important is happening. She's yelling again. Because I always want to find a way to pay your generosity forward, to make the world a better place, to help our friends who stream, etc. If we accomplish this lofty goal of Plus program, level 2, I will donate 5% of my total monthly sub revenue. So my share of subscriptions, 5% of my total monthly sub revenue to charity for every month that we are enrolled in level 2 of the Plus program. When we become level 2 of, thank you, Karen. Karen is like, when? What? Speaking of yelling, when we hit level 2 of Plus program, when we hit, thank you, Karen. I love you so much. I love you, the voices. When we break the record for all time, when we we will donate 5% of my total monthly sub revenue to the Weenus Awareness. The Weenus Awareness Foundation. We will create a national holiday to charity for every month that we are enrolled in level 2 of the Plus program. I will donate 5% of my total monthly sub revenue. I will try to find a way for you all to be able to help me decide where exactly that goes. Thank you in advance. There you go, Karen. Is that better? Thank you in advance. Weenus Day, yes. It is Weenus Day, my dudes. So, again, we are currently at 64 out of the 300 points that would be necessary for a first month. If we do not achieve, I'm not going to stop. I have made a commitment to this, right? Because it will still be progress if we have more points than we did the month before. This is what I tell my kids about their sports and stuff when they're like, yeah, I didn't do so hot this time. I'm like, yeah, but you've run this course before, right? And they go, yeah. And I'm like, well, how much better did you do this time? Because I guarantee you probably did better than you did the last time, like last year when you ran this same course for cross country. And they have to admit that they did a better job this time. They had a better time. Or if they didn't, I'll be like, okay, so why? Why do you think that is? Hello, Weenus Potato Salad. Weenus Day is your day. That's right. When we make Weenus Day, hey, maybe it's going to be a whole month. Weenus Awareness. Weenus Awareness. It sounds great. It has a ring to it. Thank you, your weenusness. Thank you so much. How doth one eat potato salad utilizing their weenus? Weenus is this, you guys. It's this. It's the loose skin on the end of your elbow. In case anybody's like, what is she talking about? Like, get your mind out of the gutter. It's this loose skin on the end of your elbow. Weenus Day is my new... Yes! We must spread awareness about the weenus. It is much maligned. People do not understand. They think they're being trolled when, in fact, they're being taught a very important fact about their anatomy, that this skin is like this funny, loose skin right here on your elbow. It deserves recognition. Like KBJ needed more alts. What do you mean, Cranston? Are you implying? That is a very serious accusation. And I believe you may be hearing from KBJ's lawyer, who happens to be Weenus Potato Salad. Who is KBJ? Exactly. So seriously, thank you. And of course, you know, we always are so appreciative, but that's just it, right? So we're like, yay, somebody gifted subs. The point of this is, if we achieve this by enough people who are able to do so, Not if. When we achieve level 2, we will get 70/30 on gifted subs. They don't unfortunately count for Twitch. Hi, Mateo. I only lucky number 21. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mateo. How are you, friend? Ooh. I mean, so the offer still stands, Miro, about, that if we hit 200, because I think we've gotten very close a few times and we've fallen just short of 200 points. Or perhaps we did hit the 200, but not the 250. And that was before they increased the price of a tier 1 subscription, which was really difficult because, I felt like we had momentum, and then I felt like, oh man, we have had such a setback now. And, hey, that's okay. It is what it is. And we don't want to focus on that. Because, I understand that makes it difficult for people to retain all of their subscriptions, and I will never guilt you, and I will never be upset with you for having been a sub in the past. And if you're still coming in and saying hi and you haven't contacted me to tell me there was some sort of an issue or a problem, then my assumption is they had to make some decisions about their finances if I happen to notice it, and I'll never call you out for it. And I hope that nobody ever feels like a streamer is treating them badly once they no longer have a sub badge if they had to discontinue their sub. That's gross behavior. I would never do something like that to you. I'm thankful for any and all support, even if it has to be limited to a certain time period. But in order for us to qualify for this, we have to have 300 points 3 months in a row. So this isn't necessarily about like, I'm trying to get as much money as I can out of people in 3 months. It's not about that at all. It's about trying to help everyone's contribution go further. So when we are enrolled in Plus Program Level 2, and in order to encourage it to continue, because that's what we want stability, we will donate 5% of sub revenue monthly to a charity that chat helps us. It's the longevity, yes. We want it to be something that continues and isn't just a flash in the pan, like content creation in general. My approach to it, my philosophy is, it's way better for your growth to be like this, like ours has here, than weep, like, and some people's goes do, and then goes beep. Those are the noises it makes in my brain. And that's they can end up being, or the weenus 70. Yes. They can end up being prepared because of the long and steady and stable growth for a big jump in viewership, in engagement, in analytics, in metrics, or whatever, because none of that stuff is what really matters to me here, honestly. But it is something that the platforms pay attention to. However, when you get to a certain point, you can even just look at the people from the platform and be like, I'm doing what I want over here. It's benefiting us both. And so I think you're on board, aren't you? One channel my husband likes to watch that kind of happened, where, this person had worked really hard on their stuff for a long time. And then eventually, and I forget the name of the channel right now. But it's like a science and news type stuff, and like education, like a lot of our friends who do science communication content, and people really loved it, and they were supporting it super hard, and they were like, you gotta stay relevant, and the person was like, we're doing just fine, look at the numbers, if you care so much. No, I clearly don't need your advice. We've gotten ourselves to this point. Now, that said, I am taking advantage of the program on YouTube, the boot camp, more because I think that it's never a bad thing to have additional information. It doesn't mean you have to do everything that they recommend. In fact, the last session I went to, I deeply disagree with one of the core things that they recommended, and I'm not about to even tell you what it was, because the thing is, it is people's choice what they do with their channels, and I'm not here to slag. I'm not here to judge. I am here to build community, to help people through charity, to enjoy creativity with each other, to commune with other humans. through this thing called the internet. I'm here, and I choose to see the positive in it, which is that it was an opportunity for people to explore options they have. And I said my piece briefly, and tried to push people in a direction that would be a lot better for artists and creatives. And that's it. And I won't detail any further than that. I'll just say, I felt as though I was there for a reason, and that's to help people have an alternative approach to some problem-solving stuff with content creation. Because I myself have been struggling with this particular topic for some time, and how to, effectively and efficiently get my to-do list taken care of when it comes to stream and things I want to offer you guys, and do it in a way that is, how do I put this? Ethical, really, and that doesn't have to be something that is like a constant. You can evolve. You can decide to do things differently. Even if you feel like, you were okay with something before, you can decide, I don't know if I'm okay with this anymore. Especially once you get new information. I would always encourage people, let's put it this way. I think you probably understand what I'm trying to get at. I would always encourage people to see if they can't find someone to help you create the things that you need for your stream, in a way that is authentic and original as much as possible. Because not everything is going to have to cost you a lot of money. But right now there's a lot of people offering a lot of shortcuts, and a lot of them are, those things are being produced without the consent or knowledge of other humans who worked hard on that stuff. And been having some, tough kind of thinking sessions about all that stuff. So I'm here, and if you guys are, like I said, if you're supporting the channel super hard, we're gonna throw money at Cupo Joe for new emotes. Totally unrelated. We're gonna throw money at Cupo Joe for some new emotes. If we happen to open up some emote slots, that would be amazing. But again, I'm not on like, a hard crunch of a push about it. Again, I think that building up to it. Yes, we love emotes. We love them. And we love emo artists. We love artists, and we just want to help support artists. We have a main emo artist, which is Susky, and I will continue doing business with Susky. One thing I'd like to commission Susky for is some updated animations / whatever for scenes for like the ending credits and stuff. Because the one that I've done, I've slapped it together in Canva, and I pay for that, and I'm, I hope they're above board with their use of, things that look as though someone designed them. They're paying for them. People are getting some kind of, payment / royalties or whatever for the premium assets in there. At least to my knowledge, that's how it works. So, but and it's been useful to me for some time, but I want to put the trust that you guys put in me. I would like to put that trust in our friend, who is an awesome creative and who I've had a great time working with, and support their family. It's the same as going to the independently owned music store and buying my kid, a set of 7 harmonicas with a carrying case from them, instead of, first of all, their price was competitive with what we found online. Instead of ordering it online from some, really enormous company who shall remain nameless, don't want to anger the higher ups, but you get what I'm getting at. Like, we spent money with a local company and kept them in business because we also appreciate people going out of their way to do business with us instead of buying online from there's dirt cheap, rock bottom pricing online retailers, because without that support, we would not exist. We would not be there for people to come in and check stuff out in person. See other people playing games and decide they want to try them out, helping build community locally. It is super important. Like, we've gone to baby showers. I've made 2 blankets now for people who have had babies since they started coming to the shop or because they work nearby. That's awesome. I love doing stuff like that. How would I have met those people? How would we have gotten to know them if it weren't for our little mom and pop game shop? I can answer that question for you, and we wouldn't have. So I love our online community. I love that we get to do all these awesome things here. How would I have ever met someone like Miro? How would I have met Karen or any of the rest of you if it weren't for Twitch and the internet? But there are a lot of debates going on right now about how convenient and easy it is for people to use the internet to basically commit plagiarism, even if they don't realize they're doing it. So, and they may have all the best intentions, but it's very new technology, and so we need time. But there are people who are like, we don't care about figuring out the ethical or the moral implications of this. We just want to push it as far and as fast as we possibly can. And I think we need to put the brakes on a little bit. I'm not saying I think it shouldn't exist. For example, one thing I think that technology should be used for as far and as fast as possible is research into disease and preventing people from dying from things like cancer. I am wearing my SU2C shirt today. Use the AI for figuring out how to cure cancer, please, and thank you. How to prevent it. How to keep people from ever hearing the words, you have cancer, your mom has cancer, I have terminal cancer, I need help with bills from my cancer treatment. Let's get the word cancer out of our vocabulary if we can. Make it a thing of the past. For that kind of reason, I am all for it. I'm all for using it as, hopefully with a lot of oversight, because we don't want mistakes made. It's unfortunate some treatments already have a lot of side effects, and we don't want, to be pushing things that aren't ready yet for people to, but clinical trials, there's a lot of folks working hard on those right now, and we want to help them. So I'm always here to try and help them. So I was trying to do make one left. Hi, Jinx, if you're still here and listening. I was trying to do make one left and make one right, and I kept screwing it up because I think what the problem was is, first of all, I know what the number one problem was. I was tired. When you're really, really tired, you start making admitting that you need sleep in order to function. So, but I did call it quits after I realized I couldn't stop making mistakes. I was like, okay, I gotta go. But make one left, make one right. I was having a hard time because I was trying to do that. First of all, I also try to do lifted increases, and that doesn't work with these for a very funny reason that I didn't really think about, is that if you're doing lifted increases on every round, you're lifting the same strand of yarn if you're doing it in that same spot. So you would have to stagger the lifted increases for those to work with this particular pattern, because you increase on every round. I was like, oh, there's a reason why they tell you to do knit front, knit front and back, or make one left and make one right. Amy, thank you so much for your 20 stream streak. So I'm actually gonna frog again, but then I also have some new colors of yarn, but I am going to frog. I'm frogging again. Also, I got to play some Fortnite with Hijinks the other day on her channel, and some other awesome people who you guys may or may not would know, which would be our friends Swolmaz. We've got, who else was there? Hero was there, but very kindly and very nicely said, I will step aside so that Nine can play, but then we ended up having extra people join in. And I was singing in Hijinks' channel. How do you know that? Guys, Miro is everywhere. He's always watching. Soro, yes, we had a ton of people swapping out throughout the night. Yes. You'd been playing for many hours already when I got there. I was like, I'm gonna be rolling, because I kept getting knocked, and we had the golden bubbles where it's singing golden. 9 hours? That's a lot of Fortin. That's a lot of Fortin. Hi, Smokey. How are you? I hope you're doing well today. I played a tiny bit of Pogo today at the park. But yes, we have some new colors of the Circulo Charm yarn, and I want to show you those. So we've got, and they're still wrapped up in the plastic, but I had this beige color I already had this. And we made one example knocker out of that. We made this example knocker, which is kind of, I don't know. This one's probably fine. I could probably send it. It's got a couple of mistakes that I noticed pretty easily because. But then we also got a couple other colors. So we've got this one, which is another kind of a little bit darker shade of like a beige or a light tan or however you want to, these colors. I feel like there's certain colors, and beige, tan, taupe. You look at something online, they'll call it taupe, and you're like, that's not taupe. There's certain colors and families of colors that just are difficult for us to agree on what to call them. I'm like, that's not tan. It's not dark enough to be a tan color, because to me, tan is like maybe starting with a shade like this. Yes, it can be a range of hues, but I feel like if it's any lighter than the one I just held up, then it's kind of more of like a beige. And taupe is a really difficult one. Taupe to you is totally different than taupe to your mom. Yeah. On camera, that looks mocha. Yeah, I forget what that one's called. The name of it, I have the number, but they don't print the name. Like a lot of the yarn companies don't print the name of the color. It says color 7625, and this is Circulo Charm, which is a mercerized 100% cotton from Brazil. This one is 7311, and I do remember what this one is called because it's tobacco, and it's a lovely deep brown color, dark brown, that they don't have any more of on Amazon. I got one of the last few balls, and I should have, in retrospect, grabbed more of what they had. So it's unfortunate that they don't have any more of this color. But they do have another color that I still have more of this yarn on the way that is like somewhere between these two. It's like between these two. And you can see right here on the label. I love that they put it right on the label so you know you're getting a yarn that will work for knitted knockers. They have the logo. And the same goes for the Kobu, which I will caution people. Kobu is widely available. You can find it at Walmart. You can find it in a lot of other craft stores and online. I think that this yarn is very soft, and it's lovely to work with in terms of how it feels on your hands. However, it does have a tendency for me to split. And I tried making crocheted knockers with it, and I made it all the way to the end of the crochet pattern, and promptly decided I did not like how it was turning out. While about halfway through the decrease rounds, I went, nope. I noped on out and I frogged it. So it is what it is. I am going to cast on another new knocker right now. I've only made two out of the Kobu in the black yarn. They do request that you try to stick to neutrals. And if you do have some yarn, if you have the yarns that are recommended for knockers, and you have some that's like a brighter or crazy color or whatever, like multicolored or something, you can use it on the back part. But they ask that you wait until you've knit around the edge of it and use it on the very back part. So if you have some yarn you want to use up, that's the same yarn, same exact yarn, but just a different color, and it's like a bright color, that's totally fine. And that might be kind of fun even. There might be some people who enjoy having, this pretty bright colors. You feel as though you should make some knockers. It is very close to your heart. Yes, Yarny Pixie. Now, that said, if you need to shop for yarn for knockers, there is also, thank you, Miro, there is a We Crochet / Knit Picks yarn that is approved for making knockers. I am an affiliate with them. So really what I want you to know about is that you can get a discount with my code, which is AWC 9.5. I'm a We Crochet ambassador. If you use the link, it does benefit the channel. I will take the money from you using my, I guarantee you I'm just going to funnel that right back into buying yarn for knockers. I have not yet purchased some Shine Sport to try out. I will. When I get a payout from the affiliate company, which is AWIN, when I get an AWIN payout, I will take all of that payout and buy some Shine Sport and try it out for knockers. No pressure. It's just there if you'd like to use it. And I do always try to disclose very obviously if it is an affiliate link. So We Crochet Ambassador, I love their products. I think they're great. I sought them out as an affiliate, and then they invited me to their ambassador program. So thank you very much to them for giving me the code that you get to use for 15% off on top of sale prices. Yes, I get to use my own discount code. And then if you use the affiliate, that's a separate program, but it benefits the channel and my content creation. And clearly what I need in my life is more yarn. When you get your Twitch payout, you will. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Yarny Pixie. If anyone ever needs that link, I'm pretty sure I've updated both. Well, I only needed to update the... no. I've updated both links for the new affiliate program for Knit Picks and We Crochet. I'm a Knit Picks and We Crochet affiliate, but I'm also a We Crochet ambassador. They're separate. They're separate programs. But I love their stuff. I think they're great. And it's been nice to be able to have contact with some people there at We Crochet and help them make a little bit of content for their TikTok. And I look forward to being able to do more of that because clearly what I'm made out of is time. Time and lots of caffeine. And speaking of, I left my drink upstairs. We're very close to Show and Tell and Streamer Spotlight time, by the way. If you guys haven't posted in there, we skipped a week, so there's a lot of posts in there. I am gonna cast on a knocker when I get back, but I need to go find my drink. I left it upstairs. I have water here, but I have a matcha latte upstairs that I want to go grab. So why don't we go ahead and run? When should we run the ads? And I went live a little later than usual today. I had stuff I needed to take care of. This is what will happen if someone gives 5 subs. I'll just show you. I'll give you a preview. If somebody is kind enough to gift 5 subs, I am going to keep it going with the wheel spin. I'm going to keep it going with the wheel spin.
Right round,
and
like
some of you might recognize that sound from an old command from GIFBot. I found it. It took me forever to find it. And I made that little gift today. So it'll do this if someone gives 5 subs.
Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right
okay,
round,
it's nothing
right
too
round.
crazy. Actually, it should do that if anybody gives more than 5 subs, period, no matter what the amount. Exclamation point chicken, yeah. Please post in the Show and Tell. You're working with some Knit Picks yarn as we speak, making socks on your new... Oh, you got Flexi Flips. That's what these basically are, just off-brand or whatever. And like, they work great. I've never tried actual Flexi Flips, but they have, they do this in the middle. And they were a gift from my incredible friend, Hijinks. So that I could make knockers, but I mean, I'm sure Hijinks won't mind if I make other things with them. But the point was for me to have the items to make knockers. You can do them on traditional straight double points, but you will need how many? How many do they recommend of a longer size double point than most of us own? I feel like 8-inch. I have to give them back. The writing on them was in Russian. Do I have to hand deliver them, Hijinks? Do I get to go on a vacation? I want to go see the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. That would be pretty awesome. I don't know. Maybe now would be the best time to travel there, but I would love to see it at some point. Hopefully, I hope to one day be able to see. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an enormous collection of amazing art from many, many centuries worth of art in St. Petersburg. Why are you bonking? But so, just also to wrap up the topic that we started with today when I read the message that I posted in the Discord, I am excited for this. I think we can do it. I think that at this point, if you've known me for a little while, you should know that I will never, I take what we do here. I want what we do here to be fun and entertaining and lighthearted. But I take it seriously. I take what I do here, and especially the stuff we do with charity, seriously. No dungeon? Why? I have not turned anything off on purpose. If stuff is broken, you guys got to be real direct about telling me. Nice, but direct. Reward is temporarily unavailable. Check back for it soon. I wonder if I just need to refresh it. Here, let's go on an ad break. We'll do 3 minutes. I will fiddle with that and try to see if I can fix it. And then we'll come back and we'll do, I forget, do we do Spotlight first? Or Show and Tell first? I think we do. We do Spotlight first. Yarny Pixie, if we did something like that, what I would have is a system for people to nominate one another. Would be really awesome. It has been fun, and I think people have found value in it. But I don't feel like it has driven a lot of interest in people other than that they gladly hang out while we do it. So that's something I would consider a nomination system. But the thing is, one problem with that, and one issue that I found we had when we used to allow people to direct the raid, guide the raid, and then I'll take a break. Just one issue we found with that is there were times when someone in a very well-meaning capacity would guide the raid. That's one reason why we have the nerd alert redeem in the channel points, is for you to be able to shout out somebody else. And then that's a quick shout out, and people can go check it out if they like, but it's a mini version sort of Spotlight. The problem I find with guide the raid and/or a nomination system for something like that is, like, yes, of course, we could find someone who's super cool, who's a great fit for us and for our community and for people to visit with and to hang out with. And then other times, even if somebody's, an awesome community member here and they love what we do and we all get along great, there have been times people have recommended someone who I didn't feel was a very good fit for us, for like Guide the Raid, which is kind of similar, right? Because we're taking our whole community over there to see what they do. And that's not that is not at all in any way me saying that person has terrible taste in streams or content or anything like that. It's more like it just wasn't a great fit for us. Just like it can be when you sometimes randomly raid out to somebody, you go, well, we got here, you have followers only on, you barely acknowledge the raid, you're clearly multi-streaming to another platform and paying more attention to it than you are over here. And that's fine. That's totally up to them. But it ends up being a lackluster experience for us, right? And that was just, that's just a random raid even, right? That's not even someone suggesting a person. We picked them because they had a similar tag or something like that, right? And it's okay because that person is clearly has different priorities than we do when it comes to their content. But it ends up feeling like, well, that stinks. We could have rated somebody we knew and really made their night. And that's okay. It is what it is. All of it has risk associated with it. So the caveat there and the thing that I would, probably have to enforce from time to time would be that we would reserve the right to disqualify someone just because we didn't feel like it was the right, choice. So how do you make it fair? How do you make it fair? I understand life is not always fair. Right? We don't always get exactly what we want, but we would want it to be as fair as possible. And we would want people to feel like their suggestions were being taken seriously, but, it depends on where, like we would always have to have the right to veto. So then how do you get what I'm saying, right? I feel like there would be some unintended, complicated aspects to something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you just never know what you're going to get. But like, also, you know, I think it's great to find new people through your community. So I love that some folks have like a suggest a raid target feature. But when we had it, it turned into a thing where people were like having hard feelings over not ever getting to do the suggesting, etc. And that felt bad. And I didn't want to have a redeem that was open all streams, so we would only open it at the end, and then people would be scrambling and diving for it. And like, not everybody can stay till the end of your stream time, but there's still important community members, and you know, it is what it is. We can't always be all things to all people. You can't please everyone. But it just ended up feeling like it was more stress than it was worth. Don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Don't want to be publicly turning down a raid target, you know, because I would never want someone to feel like I'm rejecting them as a streamer or a person. You know, I don't feel like that's something that that should puzzle people, why I wouldn't want to, you know, be choosing between 3 different people with a camera pointed at me. Some people don't care, and they're happy to sit there and debate out loud about where they're going to go. But I know that a lot of people listen while they happen to be live. I know there's people who are listening while they happen to be live, and they're listening to you and they hear what you're saying. No, that's not true. That's not true. But I also know that some of those people would never take offense. Thank you, Miro. Would never take offense. See, I went ahead and yapped until it was time for the break. They would never take offense. I have some really great friends that I know happen to be listening. They also are adults, and they would not be upset or offended, right, to find out that you almost rate. So, but I still don't like debating about it and trying to figure out who we're going to with an audience. I just don't like it. Maybe it has to do with my childhood and never being picked for anything when I was little. And I know what that feels like, you know? And so that's a topic that's a little sensitive for me, and that's for me to deal with and figure out. Yeah, but Hijinks keeps it on the DL though. Hijinks keeps it on the DL. I'm gonna compliment Hijinks right now on some pretty excellent streamer etiquette. That it's happened where Hijinks is in here, and I would never have known except I happened to go there and look. And if you're going to talk on someone's channel while you're live, that's the way to do it. Seriously, though. I mean that. Because it's hard. I personally admire you because I can't possibly focus on much more than what we have going on here. Every so often, it will get going back and forth with somebody like Hijinks who we know and we're comfortable with each other. But you have to tread lightly where that's concerned. Some people really find that offensive. For better or worse, they shouldn't be so threatened, you know, really. But at the same time, there's a reason for it. And it's that they feel like, well, had I known you were live, you know, it's like it changes how you're interacting with someone, I guess. I don't know. The last thing you want anyone to think is that you have the stream up to get attention from them while they are like, yes, you stream while watching streams because if you didn't, you would never stream. Well, yeah, for sure. I just figure whatever's going on over there, I could either catch up on later. That's how I look at it. I could catch up on it later or whatever. I can't possibly pay attention to what's going on elsewhere. And also take good care of my community the way I want to because I'm too easily distracted. That's a me thing. I can't. I'll get distracted by what's going on somewhere else and just be like even worse at what I do. I'm not supposed to say things like that. I won't be able to do as good of a job as I want to do. I know myself. And I can't, if there's competing, you know, things competing for my attention, I'm going to fail miserably at what I want to be able to do. Yeah, there you go. Go follow Hijinks, you guys, please. Make sure you follow Hijinks. Okay, ads are coming. Let's do a longer ad break, 3 minutes. I'll see you on the other side.
I have many talents.
For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this? She's talking about 360 no-scoping some kid. What even is that? No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's rezzing
Oh my
his
god!
friend.
Oh my god! Help me! Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go! Hell yeah. Oh, that's rich! Tumble! Did you... Wait. Tumble! Did you really think you were gonna get me to be quiet by saying shh in my chat? Yes! All the lulz. Did you make it? I can hear you on my headphones, but I don't know where I put them. Yes. Oh, thank you. Well, you know, I'm merely the canvas.
Oh my goodness, you look so gorgeous.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Right at the end. Next order of business. 1,000 subscribers, I will do 24 hours. You heard it here. You can clip it. Go right ahead. If we get 1,000 subscribers, I will do 24 hours. I'm not doing 24 hours until we get 1K subscribers. I'm sorry. I can't.
They're ewy. They're ewy. I don't like them. Mommy,
Whoa!
Mommy, I wonder if I like them.
Oh my god. Hey dude, I like spicy stuff.
You like it? You're gonna have a yucky face.
Hell. Somebody just donated $1,000 to St. Jude to our campaign.
Who has committed this crime? Oh, get it.
Moo-moo! Are you clearing my... Raz... I think Raz was just clearing my, Flattery will get you everywhere, super curly one. What do you use for this? Oh my god!
Thank you for supporting St. Jude and helping all of Twitch come together for good.
I am sorry, but that is a really large number. That is a very large number, everyone. That was a very large number. They just don't. Twitch just donated $5,000.
Hello, welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass Midwestern chili you've ever seen.
That's right. Get wrecked, cancer.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
This is what a normal piece of pizza is supposed to look like. Look at that abomination. Actually not.
Get out of the way.
Actually not an abomination.
They're trying to watch me suffer. I'm never coming out.
You can play at this game.
Right. I had a quick snack while I was upstairs too. I got up there and was like, I am hungry. I did not have breakfast this morning. I've been trying to make a habit out of. Thank you, Yarny Pixie. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. And now I'm having sugar. It's fine. Oh, I love them. I'm having two because they're small.
Ask me about my wiener.
It's working. Just needed to poke it. Okay. Like I said, if you have not posted in Show and Tell, you have plenty of time. But like, you know, why wait? We are going to do Streamer Spotlight in about 10 minutes. Do you think that's enough time, chat, for me to cast this knocker on for like the 5th time or whatever? You're trying to get your camera to capture. That is always such a problem, specifically for people who do any kind of art. You know, that is like in the real world. It is always such a huge problem. Neon pink. That is pink and red, depending on the camera, can be a big challenge. So can purple. Thankfully, so Sony's captured purple really well. Reds, they will blast sometimes. Like this is like a neon pink. And it looks like, I don't know how to describe what it does. So like bright reds, especially if it's a bright red. I have this camera, I think it's the lens. The lens helps a lot. This camera is fine. The overhead one that's using the kit lens, whoa! The kit lens probably could stand to be color corrected a bit. Casting on, it's pretty fast. It's the counting that's the problem. Yeah. Did you, Hijinks, did you do make one right from the get-go, or did you knit one front and back on the first round of increases? It's a little tough to do make one right after the cast on. I mean, it's possible. And hello, RC. Welcome in. How are you, friend? The worst is when you're buying materials. Company, this is red. Hex code FF0000. You holding the material. This is pink. Yeah. Okay. That is 15 stitches. You were able to do the M1L all the way as expected. Then did you do M1 right for the second increase row? But so what I was doing wrong is I was doing M1, I think I was doing M1 right when I was supposed to, I reversed them. And my brain is just refusing, even with the acronym that I found for one, or not acronym, but like a association trick. It's just my brain is like, ha ha ha, that's funny. Did you think you were gonna learn a way to keep track of all this and not get distracted? Your brain doesn't learn routines. Come on. You just M1L all the way on both instead of, because it says, I thought it said, wait, what? Yeah, it's, I mean, I'm not, hey, if it worked for you, that's great. Round 2, KFB or M1L, K to last stitch, KFB or M1R. That's the round 2 of the repeat for the bottom. You join your round with an extra stitch that gets passed over, so maybe that made it easier. Ew. You cast one extra on. So you cast on, I would cast on an additional 6th stitch. I know you can't see what I'm doing, chat. I know. You just M1L the entire time. Hey, look, whatever. If you're happy with how it looks, I don't think it's going to matter. Certainly nobody is going to... And then what do? No one's going to notice. Oh, that's always fun. My overhead camera is turned off. Your favorite trick is to ask someone the color of a thing, then hold up something that's black, then hold a different black item. They both of them hold it at the same time to watch the person's brain break because the 2 items they call black or gray and white. It's what color is the dress all over again. Ah. You do extra stitch that gets passed over. So, excuse me. Yeah, Hijinx's knockers only hang one way. What? What do we do? What do I do? I made an extra stitch. Teach me, Hijinx! Hijinx is like, I'm busy, 9. You said it gets passed over. Do you just knit the rest of it and then... Or do you pass it over, then knit through it? No, don't do that. If they're consistent, that's what matters. Oh no, don't do that. So wait a second. You said, okay, an extra stitch that gets passed over. Do you... Maybe I shouldn't be messing with this right now. It's almost time. No idea. It's fine. I'll look it up. I'm sure it's not difficult to do, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, wait. See, I keep doing this. I keep wanting to work with the 3rd needle into the first one, and you could possibly do that, but it would be very difficult, most likely. The beginning is... Oh, well, first of all, I could push this up kind of wonky. And then we need a stitch marker here. No! Just knocked the stitch right, or the needle right out of there. Don't you do it. No, no, no. I saved it. It would only have been one stitch. It would have been probably pretty easy to fix. I just don't want to have to do the cast on again. Okay, so M1L. You pull the extra stitch from the right needle over to the left needle, then pull the next stitch off of the left needle and slide it over the first slip stitch and drop it, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think it does. But brain is not braining. So M1L. And then I looked up M1L and M1 right, M1R and M1, and I was doing M1R when I should have been doing M1L and vice versa. Pick up the bar between the stitch you did and the one you're about to knit, bringing the needle from the front to the back. So, like that. And then insert the tip of the right needle knitwise into the back leg. Right, so this is the one where you actually kind of are better off kind of moving it all the way around. It's hard to knit right into that. There you go. And then this. And then, no, stop it. Why are you all the way down there like that? Well, I say you leave the ones that you've already made that way, for sure. And you can try with M1R, because so you would do M1R at the beginning of round 2, and then M1L at the end. So this is just an M1L at the end of the needle round. Yeah, the when you reach the end of this, that's when it gets funky. But you can tighten it after you do it. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, it's 1 o'clock. And I just finished the first round. So now I have successfully started a knocker, and I'll be doing the 2 increase per needle round after. I just wanted to get one started. If I get it started, I'm much more likely to, you know what I mean? Sometimes depending on where I stop is a big problem. So with the knockers, I do like to try to stop after, either like right before the purl rounds or right after the purl rounds. And so I know I'm either just supposed to do the purls. I've already done the increases. I don't like to stop in the middle of the increases. That's the reason why no alerts were blasted. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So we have a very special, I love to be able to do this when people are celebrating something, whether it is an anniversary or birthday, etc. It happens to be this person's birthday today. And they are live, but I give you full and clear permission to go over there and cause as much chaos as you possibly can. Because our streamer spotlight today is somebody who has fundraised with us on Team Quirky Cluckers before, is an amazing charity supporter in their own right, and has organized and coordinated and adminned and moderated and done all these amazing things for other people doing charity. And also is a member of the creator clubs and teams and all that stuff. The Twitch Creator Club for co-working and coding is their main team on their page right now, but they're a member of a bunch of different teams. Our friend Auntie Trashy. We love Anti-Trashy. And it's Trashy's birthday. It's Trashy's birthday. Today is Trashy's birthday. So please make sure that you wish Trashy a happy birthday, whether you do it in the Twitch channel or you go over to the Discord and tag Trashy. Please make sure that you go give Trashy some love, because that's all that Trashy ever does. They are the sweetest person. They are constantly supporting other people, whether it's through supporting their channel or their charities. We love Trashy, and I can't think of a better target, especially when we get to do it on the day of the person's birthday. Really makes me happy. Hi, Liz! Toddlers be toddlering today. Oh, I hear you. I understand. I remember those days quite well. Those toddlers do be toddlering, though. So, Trashy has been live for over 6 hours. It is an 18+ channel, just to let you know. 18 and over. 18+ birthday bash shenanigans. Let's celebrate with joy, delight, and treats. Let us make the partyception happen. Trashy loves role-playing, does a lot of cool stuff with interactive role-playing things in the chat. They also are a VTuber, or they have an adorable, you guessed it, Trash Panda raccoon VTuber model, and a very infectious laugh, and just a super, super sweet person. Their about says, old, non-binary auntie here for retro gamings, crafting binges, and hidden gems of all kinds. They use they, them pronouns. I specialize in cozy games beating, however, sometimes dive into retro or indies too. Come for the games and stay for the laughter, which I guarantee you will have some giggles in there. I guarantee it. There are tip jar events and all of that. There's often charity going on. Here, let's swap over to this scene. Trashy loves to game with the community. Like I said, super sweet person. So giving of time, energy, talents, etc. And we love to see it. We are proud of our friend Trashy. Want you to go over there and check it out and enjoy yourselves. Yeah, I'm just, again, how would I have met Trashy? Like, we actually, when Trashy was in the States, did not live that far from one another. Here, let me fix this. We did not live that far from one another, but now Trashy's living in, and because the channel is 18+, I won't show, well, it's all right. It'll be okay. I don't know what game they're playing. I have no idea what game they're playing. It may be a mature audience's game, but such a sweet person. So, like, you really need to go follow, if you're not already. I'm an old gamer. When I am doing character streams, I am a reincarnated worker who is using their second life as a raccoon to finally play all the games they never had time for in their first life of this lore. The entire point of this stream is to have fun with games, crafts, and charities, and spark that love in others. I try to showcase smaller games, retro games, and hidden gems. Games someone may have missed or not had a chance to see played before. My goal is to create a supportive, safe haven that uplifts small creators, developers, and studios. I want every viewer, no matter what, to find something to smile or laugh about while here. Grab a red solo cup and join the party. We're always ready to welcome in new eager souls ready to join the celebration. Treat Stream secret treat spot. Want to treat the raccoon to a high value meal? Ensure no bad meal decisions are made. There's some kind of something you can click on here. There is a merch shop. Purchases from this shop support the charity with the amount listed when a charity is listed. I pass on every penny that the sale makes me, even if that is slightly over the amount listed. That's awesome and very on brand. Extremely on brand. Thank you so much, Miro, for updating behind the scenes, updating the spotlight command. Thank you. When we are doing this, we have a command that will put links in the chat and helps people to find the person who we are featuring. What is the fashion style you are wearing on the PNG? It is Lolita fashion, a feminist fashion that was a reclaiming of femme style from a sexualized gaze. It's at core about reclaiming clothing and femme presentations as for the self. Tons of command stuff and some other info, tip jar, closed captioning, which we make use of here. Let's see. They use the super sweet task list, so you can do co-working stuff over there as well, which is awesome. And we love that. Let's see. Affiliates, official, and not. So there's other ways you can support in terms of affiliate links and such. Palia, diamond painting, Madrina's coffee. Again, I'm not sure if any of this changes based on Trashy's location now. Maybe it all still totally works. And then credits for things like music, emotes, etc., PNG tuber art, which, you know, is awesome to see people doing to make sure that the folks that are contributing to their channel with artwork are getting recognition and exposure. You can blurp in there if you'd like. There's some blurping in there. But yeah, there's a ton of amazing stuff that Trashy has done over the years, and a lot of it related to what do you mean shh? A lot of it related. Are you trying to shush me because I was giving you credit for being so awesome? Get wrecked, nerd. Look at that. There's still a cooldown on Riot in your face. Okay. And you know what else, Miro? You know what else. You already know what I'm doing. Because we pass the brain cell back and forth between me and all the moderators. They all know what I'm up to. He knows what I'm doing and I don't care. Get recognized! Get appreciated! That's right! You do so much for us. Stop it! How dare you? How very dare you? He won't use his own commands, so I have to go. He forces me to go in and like pull open. I have to click like 6 different things, a whole 6 different things to trigger those for him because he won't do it. All right. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. We are we are featuring our friend, our very sweet friend, Auntie Trashy. It says sketch unlock 36%, $55.27 out of $150. If you feel like helping achieve that goal, I think probably that means maybe some online arts. Online arts, we love to see it. There is a YouTube. If you guys want to check that out. Over there, there are not that many subscribers, but we can fix that today. We can help with that. Okay, please consider subscribing to Trashy's YouTube, where it looks as though there are some highlights and such from stream. So 1 month ago, some VODs. Just pop on over there and drop a subscription. It's easy. It's free. All you do is press this, okay? Just press this button, and it says I'm subscribed now. You can do it too. And then there is also a Blue Sky. Don't forget about that. Make sure you follow over on the Blue Sky. I'm already following. Do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. And out here just being awesome and being a super sweetie head. So you want to do the things. Hi, thanks for the lyric, Rom. I appreciate you. Rom, let me know, Rom. Let me know when the thing shows up. Let me know. Guys, what else did we have besides Blue Sky and YouTube? Throne. Throne. You guys, what's in Auntie Trashy's throne? What is in Auntie Trashy's throne? Let's find out. Shall we? Jenna Quill, thank you for the 196 biddies. That's such a random amount. Are you doing what I do sometimes? Sometimes when I have a random amount of bids left in my balance, I'll just be like, here. It makes me feel better when I have an even number, or if I'm like getting close to running out, I'll just be like, just give them all to this one person. Thank you. I appreciate you. 196. That's very sweet. Thank you, Jenna Quill. No bid left behind. Hi, Brianna. Welcome in. How are you? So we've got a variety, a veritable plethora of items for your perusal here in our friend Auntie Trashy's throne. Please check it out if you want. Trashy is just like so generous and sweet with people, so this makes me happy to be able to like show off the things that Trashy could use to level up the stream. So we've got a really cute pink gaming chair. This is 24% funded, you guys. This is 24% funded right here. We've got 141 keys, cute raccoon. Oh, insanely cute custom keycaps. Oh, that's adorable. We've got a looks like an actual keyboard here, maybe, and then this would be awesome for. Is it like? Are these sometimes used just for gaming for like just the left hand or the right hand? I mean, I suppose if you're a left-handed or right-handed, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. My kids have one that's like just for gaming with the left hand if you're right-handed.
I want to thank you.
Jenna Quill! Jenna Quill, how dare you?
Yes,
Jenna Quill, thank you so much. Holy heck, thanks for the tier 3. Thank you, friend. I deeply appreciate that. That is so incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that 6 thank yous? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Jenna Quill, thank you. That really means a lot to me. Oh, you're so awesome. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. What color for your chickens? 6 chickens. 6 freaking chickens. Rom, I think I messaged you about it. That your bowl is on the way? So let me know when it gets there. Purple, please. Okay, you got it. Absolutely. Brianna with the 40 stream. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you. Thank you very much. Kolb's office footrest. So there's a ton of stuff that's in here for comfort and functionality. There's also things that are just for cute and enjoyment. There's a ring light. There's with a magnifying glass to make it easier to see project, I would assume, since I don't think we usually use a face cam there. I think Trashy's full-time VTuber, but does, I think, show hands on stream sometimes while working on things that are like, diamond painting and stuff. And also it's helpful to just have a good source of light for your creative projects. Oh, these are cute little chopsticks and all this other stuff. That's so awesome. There's a ton of really great stuff in here if you want to help out by purchasing gifts. There's an awesome selection. There's actually another page as well. So there's a ton of cute stuff in here, including yummy treats. What else? There's some tea. There's a stream deck. And many of the items are eligible for crowdfunding. So if you cannot make the entire purchase on your own, you could certainly help. Like, for example, with this chair right here, it says sale and crowdfunding. The chair is on sale, and it is 24% funded. So it's a pink gaming chair with a footrest. Get me the swaggiest chair to swag. Indeed. And, you know, I actually have a Throne Balance. And so I really love Trashy. And you guys showed me such an amazing birthday that I am going to go ahead and use part of my Throne Balance to help support this. Because I can. And I'll still decide I'm going to, you know, grab, because part of it is because an item that was purchased for me ended up getting refunded. But I would like to do this because Trashy has done so much for me and for our community and for our charities, and fully deserves all the love and the support. So I am going to do that, but I want to make sure it's not going to show any of my info, because sometimes it pulls up like Stripe and other stuff that shows, like, even if it's just simple things like a zip code, it's still better not to have that happen. So here, I'm going to say $25 checkout. And if you guys want to hop on that wagon, you'd be welcome. Here, you know what I can do is I can pull this down, and then is it going to show that? Or nope. It went back to the other things in that window, which is awesome. So here, I can put that there, and I am going to complete my transaction using Throne Balance. Yes. And add a gift message. Thank you for all the amazing support you show to others. The least we can do for you is make sure you have excellent support, in quotations, from a proper chair. Laughing. Perfect. :D. All right. Hello, Flame Grilled Freak. And then we're going to do your chickens, Jeniquel. Thank you. Save gift message. No! It says 9, you're too wordy. The maximum length is 140 characters. Now it's your turn to get supported. All right, save gift message. Yeah, that works. All right, pay now. Do it now. Your purchase for Anti-Trashy was successful and is currently being processed. Whee! Yay! I didn't see if it showed up on screen yet. It might take a second. Oh my goodness gracious, they say. We love Anti-Trashy. Please go. Please, please, please go and say hello. And if you have biddies to throw or a gift sub, you could chuck. Or a prime. Any primers in chat? Any primers? And please make sure you follow all the other socials. Or if you want to, jump on a throne train with me and help Trashy purchase a chair. So that is now at 33% funded. 33% funded. Where did it go? Right here. 33% funded, you guys. So if you have the means and you want to help out with that, I know Trashy would really appreciate it. So thank you very much. I very much appreciate you guys hanging out while we do this. We get the opportunity to do this once every other Monday or so. Please take a peek at our friends' socials, hang out on Twitch. And again, even just being there and lurking, Trashy's so appreciative of lurkers. We are going to take a quick break, even though the ads are a little ways out, in between Spotlight and Show and Tell. So if you're waiting for Show and Tell, that's next. Like I said, it is actually Trashy's birthday today. Today is Trashy's birthday. Please, even if all you do is go over there and say hello and happy birthday, I know they will deeply appreciate it. But if you have the means to support them and help them celebrate with a gift of some kind or another, I know they'll also appreciate that very much. They have really done a lot all across the platform, but here in this community and also through our charities. So it gives me great joy to, send people to folks like that who I think are just doing really great things. Thank you so much. And so Yarny Pixie brought up the concept of do you allow for people to apply for this, or is there a way that we can and I said if we did do that, I could put some thought into it and bang some ideas around, maybe with the mods and such, about maybe a nomination system. But again, we just got to make sure too that we'd have to do our due diligence, but it is a possibility, because I think that's a really nice idea. We are small but mighty. Never discount how what you are doing could help someone. Even if just one person that's never been to Trashy's stream discovers what they do today and checks it out, that person could become a regular and enthusiastic new community member. And this world and this industry in particular wants to convince you that if it's not some overwhelming massive quantity of views or engaged chatters or CCV and all these other things, that what you're doing isn't going to be noticed and it doesn't matter and it's not important. And that is not true. Don't ever let this world dull your light like that. You have affected someone else in a positive way in your lifetime many times over. I guarantee it. It can be hard to see that sometimes. Oh, chickies! No, thank you for the reminder. We're doing those now! Janiquil! Janiquil! Thank you so much. Seriously, I can't... For those of you that have the ability to do that, it is one of the most efficient ways for us to help us achieve the goal. But I realize that it's not something everyone can do. So it is very special, and I will never stop geeking out over somebody thinking what we do here is worth the maximum amount of support possible on the platform. Thank you. You are an awesome community member. You're a pleasure to have with us. That's really the number one and most important thing. And then on top of that, the cherry on top is that you have supported what we do here over the years and made sure that it can continue. So thank you for helping us grow this thing that I think is so incredible. And I know I am super happy to get to be a part of. I feel just as lucky and fortunate to be part of it as any of you. I guarantee you that. All right. Here's your chicken. So glad. Aw. See, we did something. We did this for another person. Janiquil is here because we all went to Squatch stream and we're like, all right, Broham, we're gonna come hang out with you because you're fundraising for St. Jude. We love Squatched. Shout out to Squatched. Please go follow our friend Squatched. Again, it's not, don't let this world and the modern obsession with, and look at, there's Apple Jackaroni also on our team. See? We do charity because we want to help others, right? But a really beautiful side benefit is getting to know amazing people who, even if they don't support the exact same causes we do, there's a charity community on Twitch. And if you guys aren't part of it, there is a charity creator club now in the Creator Clubs program. So you need to check that out. If you stream for charity, it's an awesome resource and a way that you can connect with others so that you can learn from each other and build relationships with people that are meaningful based on something that you have in common, because those are going to be so much more successful than just randomness, which can happen and it can be great, but it's going to make sense for you to connect with people there, right? Yeah. How are you, Apple Jackaroni? I hope you're doing well. Please give Squash a follow. Also, our friend Apple Jackaroni, who did such a stellar job. Your community did such a stellar job with fundraising for creative season with us. I will let everybody know, I may, if people ask for one, create a team campaign for Play Live this year. I myself am not going to be able to attend the summit this year either. I know. Oh, we could tell how hyped he was. It was great. It was the best reaction ever. It was so perfect. He set the bar kind of high, though, Tell him next time he shouldn't show everyone up like that. Because he was so hyped. He was so confused. He was like, what is going on? It was great. It was so amazing. I was like, so please go follow him, because I feel like he's one of those people where, like, he just needs more people to come by and find out about what he does. And it's such a struggle when someone is so great, but like that beginning part is hard. And if you don't get some kind of a little boost in there, it can be difficult. You feel like you're plodding along. I've been there. I know what that's like. It's hard, but he keeps going, and that's important. For real. He's one of your besties. He's just so funny and you adore him. He has a great sense of humor. He is very humble. I'm not being sarcastic. But he is willing to entertain and welcome just about anybody. You know what I mean? And I think he's hard on himself. Don't tell him I said that. I think he's too hard on himself, and I think he does a great job, and I think he deserves more recognition for sure, like a lot of people do. But sometimes that just sort of, it happens one day, and you're ready for it because you appreciate it and you have that humility, Like there's people out there like that who have that story. I think he could totally... I don't know. I like Squatched. He's good people. It's very hard. It's hard to keep your chin up if you feel like it's a struggle at all, And trust me, the people who are way up at the top, they have a lot of problems too. They have a lot of stress too. It's just different. And sure, there are people who be like, oh, what could they, oh, poor babies. I'm like, well, yeah, relatively speaking, but blah, blah, blah. It's time for your chickens. It's time for your chickens, Jenna Quill. Blah, 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 lady. You think everybody cares so much about what you think. No, but I mean, I've been doing this for 7 years, which isn't like, it's not the longest anyone's done it. That's for sure. But I've learned some things. And I know when somebody's in it for the right reasons, especially like that first impression, it was instantly clear that he should keep going, if you ask me. We love Squatch. He just wants to make friends. Don't get into this business because you want to make a fat lot of money really, really quick. It may happen, but it won't last. I hate to say it. You'll get passed over because it'll be clear when the money's not rolling in anymore that you're not happy. And then people will be like, uh-oh. So who's next? Who's the next big, hot, crazy thing? And like, hey, that is what it is. It's the entertainment industry. I'm in it like for life. And I had already made that commitment once in my life and went back on it. I won't do it again. No matter what, whether it's a hobby or a full-time profession, this is where I belong. And thank you for helping me continue doing it, Jenna Quill. You're amazing. Ready? Into the bowl you must go! The what? The bowl of bulknificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. After all this time, I still crack myself up when I have to do a bunch of box all at once. See, some people, it's built into us. We can't help ourselves. Ads are coming. Let's do a 3-minute ad break to turn them off. And then we're going to get into show and tell. And if we have time, I'll get some more work done on some knitted knockers. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for pushing me to be the best version of myself that I can possibly be. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be, because I am human and it is part of us. You know, we learn through our failures, and that is a very hard thing to accept. But I'm also trying the best that I can to embrace what our true potential is here, without going too fast. I do think that's a huge problem. So I would never. I understand it's very tempting to like jump on trends and do this and do that to like, you know, keep up with the Joneses, quote unquote. But it's not healthy to be constantly obsessing over that. Nothing wrong with trying new things. Like, I'm glad that we tried Stream Readers forever ago. We met so many cool people through Stream Readers. I could have said, nah, that's not really my thing on my channel. But I decided to try it. There's nothing wrong with trying new things. But one thing I've told people in the past when they've asked for advice about content creation is I've said, if you're going to try something new, give it a chance. Don't try it and just abandon it 2 streams later because it didn't work out. Or it's fine if you do that, but then that might be the reason why it didn't work, because you didn't do it consistently enough. Because, you know, as cliche as it is at this point in content creation, consistency is important. And even if that means that you can only stream for sure once a week, for example, then stick to that once a week, and anything else is bonus. Don't promise yourself and everybody else that you're going to stream 5 times a week for 6 hours at a go, if that's not what you are capable of doing. Guarantee that you can be there that 1 or 2 times a week and try out something new and give it some time before you decide, you know what, it was a fun experiment and I enjoyed it and I learned some things from it, but it's not working out for me. We've done plenty of stuff like that here, where we've done something for a while and then changed how we do it, or eliminated it, replaced it with something else. We used to do bingo here. I used to do the crossword on Sundays with everybody until you guys made the channel too successful and it was hard to do it the way we were doing it. It's all your fault. We tried a different. Rin, thank you so much. We could use 1 snooze so we can do Rin's chickens and then do show and tell. Thank you. I got the snooze. Thank you, Miro. Thank you.
Yes,
Rin, thank you for your tier 2 for 70 hecking months. We need to update this total on the screen. It said 70 when I looked at it. 70, which is incredible, by the way. Thank you so much, everybody who is part of that. It really means a lot to me. So 70 is what it said on my dashboard. If that's correct, Miro, I don't know if you want to take a peek at it under the screen. Thank you for the lurk, Rin. Usually Rin picks, I feel like maybe pink and yellow. Okay, thank you. So we are officially pushing for Plus Program Level 2, because it will help everybody's contribution to the stream go further when it comes to subscriptions. The only subscriptions that would not be eligible for a 70-30 split if we achieve this would be Prime subs. Everything else, gifted, paid, all of it, all tiers would be 70-30. It's a huge accomplishment for a channel of our size, but I think we can do it. It's okay if it takes longer than the 3 months. But I figure if I don't start talking about how impactful it would be and manifesting it as if you will, that it will never happen. I do not personally enjoy directly asking for your support in any way other than for charity, because I'm so lucky to have so many of you that do anything and everything in your power already to help us. We have Mama Zach, who just redeemed the hello. Hi, Mama Zach, who also has a first badge, has been supporting us and been a friend for a long time, and is an incredible crafter and Twitch partner and mom, and does all the things. And anybody that would even come in here and say hello, to support us, because that is support being in here, that means the world to me. But what I'm trying to do is to ensure that we can continue this. So we're at 9 out of 20 for some music practice. If we fill that goal bar at the bottom of the screen, We'll practice some music on stream for you guys for at least 15 minutes. No pressure ever to do anything financial here, like I said. And I will say this. Some of you might be like, oh, okay, you know, I love Nine. I think she's great. I could gift some subs. If you're not already subscribed, really the thing that I want to focus on now for a little while as far as any kind of goals is Plus program. So if you're not already subscribed, let me entice you to think about a 3 or a 6 month subscription at tier 1. And of course, you're always welcome to cancel at any time, but if you commit up front, you save, you get a discount, and you are helping us with that Plus program. It's like a win-win-win. But any support is always appreciated. We're doing good, Mama Zach. We're doing good. We just wrapped up Streamer Spotlight. Our friend Auntie Trashy was our victim today. We love Auntie Trashy. No worries, Ren. If you want to tell me what color for your chickens, I will gladly do whatever colors you want. But I feel like you usually pick pink and yellow, and so I'll just do those. Because we got to put your chickens in the bowl. And when we hit Plus Program Level 2, I will be donating 5% of sub revenue from the channel to a charity. We'll combine that with the folks who support at the highest possible level on Patreon, or maybe not. We might decide to combine it if it's going to like round it up to a nice number that would say like help somebody achieve a goal, or, you know, we have a special event going on with a particular charity. So please consider subscribing. But again, like I said, only appreciation, never expectation. It helps us continue doing what we do. It supports the platform. It turns off ads for you. You get better discounts based on what tier you subscribe at. There's tons of perks and benefits, including all our awesome emotes. Yeah, Rom, have a great day at work. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you can't do it right now, but maybe you can like in a month or two, I don't think we're going to be speed running this, probably. I mean, you never know. You guys, I shouldn't challenge chat. I should not challenge chat. We do have some things that we will do at certain sub points as well, but there are some things that we have promised will happen in addition to the charity stuff. We've been Plus Program Level 1 ever since the program was introduced. Thank you to all of our paid recurring subscribers who continue that commitment to the channel. We need 300 points 3 months in a row, 3 consecutive months to be eligible for Plus Program Level 2. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. We do have giveaways in there. And then Miro just casually strolling in while you've been here. Casually dropping that 90 stream streak in the chat like it's nothing. No, we'll let the ads run before our show and tell. If you have not yet joined our Discord, that is where Show and Tell takes place. If you would like to join and your username differs, please let us know before you. You can't post until we give you a role. So let us know if your name's different so we know who you are. And if you haven't posted in there yet, please don't panic because I'll have a lot of entries to go through, okay? We must put you in the bowl, Rin. Thank you so much for your tier 2, which is 2 points towards that total of 70 that we're already at on February 9th. Thank you. Into the bowl you must go. What? The bowl of Bulknificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Rin. I love your face. All right. Let's do 3 minutes of ads. Yes! Yes! Let's do 3 minutes of ads and then Rin.
Up with 100
I love
beats.
you. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you for the giant emote. Yes.
Smile.
Thank you for the giant chicken butt. I appreciate you. We are going to do a 3-minute ad break and then show and tell. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'll be right back.
I have many talents.
For people like me, I'm super
super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no-scoping some kid. What even is that?
No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's resin
Oh my
this
god!
time.
Oh my god! Help me! Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go. Hell yeah.
Oh,
What's going on?
that's rich. Tumble, did you? Wait. Tumble. Did you really think you were gonna get me to be quiet by saying shh in my chat? Yes, all the lulz. Did you make it? I can hear you on my headphones, but I don't know where I put them. Yes. Oh, thank you. Well, you know, I'm merely the canvas.
Oh my goodness, you look so gorgeous.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out while we took a little longer break to turn off the ads. Miro said, time for a Tangia dungeon. Okay. I mean, heck, get in there on that Tangia dungeon. It's all good. I will just talk about what we do. We do show and tell. You're good. So once a week, typically, we did skip last week because of celebrations. Oh, and thank you for the 7 stream streak, Seaboss. Thank you. It's okay. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world, Miro. Please go follow our friend Seabus, by the way. Thank you for your streak, friend. Speaking of people who do a lot of stuff for charity and all of that, please check out Seabus and go hang out because he does a lot of charity for a lot of the same charities that we work with Team Good Cause Crusaders with our amazing friend Chef Steve 330. So please make sure you're supporting our friends that support charity and are just also awesome folks that do crafting and gaming. Rin, thank you for the giant chicken butt and also for your tier 2. We did those in the bowl. So show and tell in the Discord is typically a once weekly thing. Sometimes we skip a week or we do it on a different day if schedule stuff changes. Our partnerversary was exactly a week ago. So that's why we didn't do it then. We were busy celebrating and stuff. And I thought about trying to do it later in the week. And I decided, you know what, we'll just let them pile up. And that's all the more fun the next time we do it. So trying to find the beginning of where we do it. So it's in a channel in the content corner category of the Discord called Show and Tell on Stream, and it is the very topmost channel in that category for a reason, so it's easy to find for you guys. Because we love showing off other people's art. So the 28th of January is the last, or is the beginning. The last time we did it was the 26th. So we're starting with Asher Crafts with some sculpture. Congratulations if you guys got some cool stuff in the dungeons. Cranston, you got a better TTS voucher. Good for you! Dungeon raid completed. You guys got some XP, some infamy, etc. Those are available with channel points or with bits through Tangia, and you can earn free vouchers. You can also get some other yummy stuff like special loot to equip to your character, and also occasionally some vouchers for things like, you know, a certain amount off in the merch store or what have you. All right. Okay. So we're going to hop over to show and tell as soon as the Tangia thing decides that it's done. This is one criticism I would have of this, is like the text is too small. So in order to really be able to read it, you have to make it huge. And it already, with the little animation thing, covers up a large portion of the space, and sometimes it feels like it takes a long time for it to tally everything that happened. But, like, you know, you want to see what you got and find out how you did and all that. We could make it bigger and more of a big deal and have it happen less frequently. I don't know. I do enjoy the dungeons. I think it's fun. All right, show and tell in the Discord. If you guys are not already in the Discord, yes, of course you may join if you are 18 and over. Like I said earlier, oh, I know why we did this. If you have a Discord username that differs from your Twitch username, please let us know here in Twitch chat so that we can get you situated with a role so you can start posting. There's, you know, some basic rules associated with posting in this channel. I think it should be pretty straightforward and pretty clear. You know, those rules are there for a reason. I do appreciate and understand that, like, the rules regarding this sort of on-stream share might be different in other channels. That's totally okay. They can do as they see fit. I ask you not to post pictures of the faces of people who are under the age of 18. Not because I myself have a problem with my own children appearing in the background of my streams or on my socials, but because I know that other people do not necessarily want that. And so it maybe inspires people to use a little bit of extra caution, especially if you're taking pictures out in a public place where other people's children are present, of, you know, being mindful of trying the best you can not to capture their faces and then share it all over the internet. You know, again, you just never know what their personal, minors, no, minors, minors, no, minors, YMMV. Oh my goodness. Anyways, Asher's first with teeth, and, you know, mostly people post artwork in here, handcrafted things, digital artwork and all that. You are welcome to post other stuff like vacation pics, etc. Just please cover your children's faces with an emoji. All right? I mean, if you really want to be harsh, you can just put a black bar over their face, but I think the emojis kind of soften it a little bit and say, like, look, I care, and I don't want somebody else to feel like I posted a picture of their child without consent, because it is important. Teeth made for a sculpture that Asher is working on this week. Probably made more than needed, but would rather too many than not enough. That's cool, though. You got practice. These are very cool. Look at that. Look at all that detail. It's very neat. That's very, very cool. Some, like, fangs. That's awesome. Is it like a saber-toothed tiger, if I had to guess? I don't know. If Asher's here and wants to talk more about the project, I'd love to hear about it. That is way cool. Thank you. Also, ACNH style family portrait and time lapse, no sound. Thank you for posting that there's no sound so we don't have to fret about copyright infringement. I appreciate you, friend. This is so adorable. Look how cute this is. I love it. How heckin' cute is this? How heckin' cute is this? It's so sweet. And then a little animation. Oh, a time lapse. Right. A time lapse. The little one is a ditto cute. And definitely can see the ACNH art style for sure. Very recognizable. And like, you know, hey, coming up with original stuff is definitely a skill and a thing that I think a lot of people aspire to, but so is being able to do a piece in another style, right? Like, even if it's not your original creation, I think that is its own separate skill, which is very cool. To be able to interpret something in that style. Like, how else would, you know, franchises of animation and video games and such continue on? And they do evolve over time, right? Like, a lot of times they evolve. Like, Disney animation has evolved heavily over time. But yeah, very, very, very cute. I love this. Thank you for sharing, Asher. That's so adorable. And I love to see, like, this is something Asher was doing, you know, by hand. And then there's something that's digital. There's nothing saying you can't do both. Rico, our friend Rico, who used to be known as Dagon, if you guys remember Dagon. This is Rico now. And Cutie Pupper. Is that a pupper? Looks like a pupper. Aw. I can't see a nose, but we'll boop anyway. Boop! And little knitting project. That's really cool. I love this variegation in those colors. That's awesome. And even more of that same project, it looks like. Or maybe 2 progress pics. Looks like to me like 2 progress pictures there. Looks like we're getting into like a solid neon green up here at the top more. It's awesome. Very pretty colors. I do like a mint green like this. And ooh, there's some little flecks of purple in it. Very nice. If I had to guess, I would say this is the same project. Flava with some pictures from the cruise. We love that. Oh my God, I'm so happy for Flava. Look at never not hooking. I love it. In a tropical locale on a cruise ship, still got it. Always be hooking, chat. Always be hooking. We love it. And I'm so thrilled that they were able to do this. Like, amazing gift of a trip from Cupcake, which is Flava's husband, Cupcake's employer, HEB, trying a different way to animate emotes and made this. Very cool, Asher. I've always thought it would be fun to try, you know, some animation stuff. I've also thought it would be fun to do stop motion. This is the back panel of the U-shaped shawl that Junie is working on. It's 25.5 inches in length and 38.5 inches in width. It's the Alpine stitch. Have to do the 2 front panels next to the ribbing border. Thank you for shouting out Junie, who's a teammate and just an awesome human. Ooh, yeah, I've done this Alpine stitch before. It is, it's interesting. It gives it really great, really pretty texture. And it involves, I think, like, it's like front post, or is it back post, or is it both? But it makes these little, you know, like rooftop shaped clusters. That's very cool. It's going to be a U-shaped shawl. Neat. And I like the color combo too. White Stag fingerless mitts from What a Yarnaholic. Beautiful knitted fingerless mittens. Gorgeous. I wonder, is this just like a stitch combination here, or is it it doesn't look like cabling. I'm very intimidated by cabling. I don't really want to fiddle with cabling. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, all of it. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and I love when you guys are commenting on things. And so Psycho Mom responded to me saying that I had done the Expression Fiber Arts Exodus knitted cowl. And Psycho Mom says, beautiful. I made her champagne cowl several years ago. I believe it is the only thing I've ever knitted for myself. That's Psycho Mom. We need to change that. Just finished this scarf for Justice, approximately 6.5 feet long. How pretty is that? I love it. Beautiful, bright colors. And we know Juice. Juice is awesome. Beautiful work, Psycho Mom. I'm sure that Juice will super appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. Very happy, very bright, super sweet. Chip is done. Good job, Amy. How cute are these? Aw, little mommy and me. Little mommy and me. Boop and boop. So adorable. Great work. Look at you. You just started crocheting like yesterday. Not 9.5 feet long. Oh my God. Polymer clay sculpt for class. Asher, like I said, very multi-talented, multi-craftual. This is cool. That's really interesting. I made this when I was in 3rd grade. It's sitting on my desk. Oh my gosh, it's covered in dust. I need to dust in here. I made this in 3rd grade, and I would love to fix it. And I don't know if polymer clay would work for that. We got to fire this in a kiln. We got to fire these in a kiln. So yeah, I made this when I was in 3rd grade. What was wrong with me anyways? Why am I making crazy devil-looking things in 3rd grade? I'll tell you why, because I already knew I was a weirdo. You missed the live announcement? Oh, well, we just looked at your pictures, your first set of pictures from the cruise, and I was like, look at Flava, never not hooking. And so happy for you that you were able to go on that trip. This is very cool. I've always thought it'd be fun to play more with polymer clay. I did do some polymer clay sculpting in my childhood. Here we go, getting down for St. Jude in international waters. Yeah, buddy. Group for St. Jude on the Carnival Cruise Lines. And you guys are a couple of heckin' cuties, and I love this. You're out helping your sister clean out her carport and organize it. You're good. We love you, Flava. I'm just so happy that you guys got to go do this. And that's really cool that they had a St. Jude event on the ship. That's awesome. Rico with some more knitting. Got some knitting here with some color changing out. Looks like it's worked double and changing out to one strand in black. That's awesome. Oh, Monday feels. Oh, I like that. It's very pretty. Those are pretty combination of colors. That is a heckin' bright pink. Oh, so cute. I love it. That is adorable. And February. A February calendar. Really cute. This happens to be our 16. He'll be 16, our eldest, on this day. And that's also the day of an annular eclipse that will only be visible from, I think, parts of South America. Not very many places on Earth that are habitable by humans. Oh, I forgot to boop. Sorry. Boop! Get booped, Rico. Last Tuesday at the HB BMX group meetup, 3 miles down the trail from a pit car, got a flat tire. At least your bike looked epic on the walk back. Oh, jeez. Oh, bummer. Redtastic. Thank you for shouting out Redtastic. Bummer. But you're right. At least you got to walk the bike in style, and that way people had more time to admire your handiwork, right? Silver linings. And you also looked adorable. Boop! You also looked hecking adorable. Love it. That is a pain, though. I'm sorry. Start of adding... Hopefully you've gotten that fixed already. Start of adding sleeves to a top. Just winging it. As a community named after chickens, we are definitely okay with that. That is very cool. I think you put more pictures further down of your progress on this. Yeah! Look at that! Look at you go! Already, like, modifying clothing and stuff like that, Amy. There's people who, like, don't have... They're just like, oh, I don't know if I should do things. Well, why not? You know what I mean? Did you poke holes in the fabric with, like, scissors or, like, an X-Acto knife or something? How did you make the holes to stitch into? Out of curiosity. Scissors? Very cute idea. I like it. Last Sunday's market. It was indeed fun. Putting sleeves on things after you cut off the sleeves. So yeah, you did the same. You did the same. You had a sweater that you made. Or it was like a t-shirt, but then you added, like, crocheted sweater sleeves to it. It was indeed fun. Also had the whole thing streamed because you were doing some pay it forward when people can dono to give free stuff like stickers to anyone who comes to your booth. That's such a sweet idea. I love that. What do you mean? Who did I forget to boop now? Oh, Amy. I'm sorry, Amy. Boop! I'm not going to remember. I'm never going to remember consistently, so good luck with that. You can riot as much as you want. I'll never remember consistently. Have you met me? Yep, I'm just gonna forget all the time. This is cute, very adorable display. Very lovely touches for like all of the display stuff, which I find like, you know, I get it, I understand. Not everybody wants to put that kind of work into it, but I think that it does make a difference. Look at your cute face. Speaking of booping, boop. I don't have to boop all the K-pop people, do I? I mean, not that I wouldn't. They're plenty boopable. Hi, Ship. How are you? Miro is such a good advocate for booping. And now I'm sorry. Yeah, because I screwed up. You use a smaller hook, it stabs right through. Just slip stitch around for the base stitch 1 row. Ah. You were hired for that role. Yes, I asked, what are your skills? What are your strengths? And Miro said, well, it's kind of specialized, but I am very good at harassing the streamer if they forget to boop people or animals on screen. I don't know. So guess what? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but you're getting booped now. Boop and boop. And also, I love that this beautiful individual back here also has makeup on in that photo. It's amazing. See, we would have missed that if we hadn't gone back and booped you. All right, you guys are fantastic, and you're so cute, and I love you both. This is adorable. People are shopping away. We love it. We love it. Boop! Get booped, dude. Cupcake's lashes are crazy. Seriously. All right, fine. Boop and boop and boop and boop and boop. This was the featured art collection that Rom did for the event. Oh, cute. Here, let's full screen it. I love watching people's process like this, but I also feel like it's like, wow, that probably took way longer than you might think. Like, we get to see the time lapse, but how long did that actually take? K-boops? Girls have voiced their jealousy. Yeah, I have blonde eyelashes, so they're very hard to see unless I put mascara on, and I'm just too lazy for that most of the time. We were sitting around talking about having different hair colors and how everybody in our family kind of has a different shade of you know, ranging from like light brown to blonde, and how Henry and I are super blonde. And we looked it up, and I guess apparently only 2% of the world's population are naturally blonde into their adulthood. But people should do what they like with their hair. It's just hair. This is so cute. Look at all of this adorable stuff. Very cute. Gorgeous. Absolutely lovely work. Thank you for sharing that, Rom. That's a lot of art in there. Okay, Amy's getting there. Good job. Such a cute idea. Rico with some more arts. And knitting. And no modeling this time. I'm off the hook for booping here. One sleeve done. Boop. Get booped, nerd. There, I finally remembered. Love it. Love that you're customizing your clothing. Awesome. Awesome job, Amy. DJ with these cool, basically, this is becoming like a to-do board, like an in-person. And I love this. I love this idea. Being able to move things around and touching stuff. tactile and visual people. Like, what an awesome, I might have to copy this. I'm not going to lie. I might have to copy it in some way. Rye and wheat bread. Need to start a sourdough, but this is baked with dry yeast. Looks so yummy, but I need to wait to cut it. I wonder how it was. Looks delightful. Mm-hmm. Yum, yum, yum. This is from Ella. Shout out to Ella. Also, DJ has a fancy shout in the chat right now. Please click the heart at the top of chat if you're not already following. Awesome friend of the stream. We love DJ. We love Ella. This is from Cal's Bells. I was like, is that a Tetris sweater? It's a Tetris. It's a sweatress. It's a sweatress! Dude, Kels does all kinds of really cool garment stuff that I wish that I had the patience for. I honestly don't often have the patience for large garments and huge blankets. It's a sweatress. It's really cool, and I like the bright green background with all the different pieces. It's very, very cool. I think this might be like a custom thing and not a pattern if I had to guess, or maybe Kels is trying to write a pattern. You never know. Kels does sell some patterns. Please go check it out. It's so tasty. Oh my God, it looks amazing. If you need somebody to test it for you though, it's just a quick hop and a jump over there to Germany. Hi, 25. How are you? Welcome in. Upcoming coloring book from Rom. Aw, these are so cute. I love it. These are adorable. Look at all these designs. They're very, very cute. Super sweet. I should yell at Rom, though, to put watermarks on stuff. Beautiful. Boop, and here, boop, and boop, and boop, and boop, so I don't get yelled at. And boop, and boop, and booping, and all the booping, and so much booping. There's no nose here. I can't boop. I mean, I can boop in the general vicinity of where a nose would be. Yeah, I think so. I think that will be a coloring book for sale. Definitely go check out Rom, our friend the Ramen Bucket, and ask him if he's selling those particular pages. He does, I think, sell digital stuff on his shop. Blaze thought they would share a little origami magic trick that they've been working on. Audio stream safe. Just Blaze talking. Okay, here. So let's give Blaze the floor.
Okay, I'm going to show you the oldest trick in the book. Not the oldest trick in the world, the oldest trick in the book. Specifically in the Westcar Papyrus, which tells the story of the pharaoh Cheops, also known as Khufu, who was responsible for commissioning the building of the Great Pyramid in Giza. When Cheops was a boy, he'd heard stories of magicians.
Is it hard to hear, you guys? Is it difficult to hear? It's a little on the quiet side, but I can hear it. It's very quiet. Yeah, I don't know how much I could. It's cranked all the way.
Who could perform amazing feats of magic. But by the time Cheops was pharaoh.
Captions here. Let's start over. There's captions.
Okay, I'm going to show you the oldest trick in the book. Not the oldest trick in the world, the oldest trick in the book. Specifically in the Westcar Papyrus, which tells the story of the pharaoh Cheops, also known as Khufu, who was responsible for commissioning the building of the Great Pyramid in Giza. When Cheops was a boy, he'd heard stories of magicians who could perform amazing feats of magic. But by the time Cheops was pharaoh, those magicians had all but vanished. Except for one. Cheops had heard there was still one magician who practiced the ancient arts, so he ordered some of his servants to get in a boat, travel up the Nile, collect the magician, and bring him back. When the magician stood before the pharaoh and the court, he requested for the living creature be brought to him. So Pharaoh sent one of his servants to the royal aviary to collect a bird, which was handed to the magician. The magician stood there with the bird in his hands and then slowly, deliberately, to the shock of everyone present, proceeded to tear the head of the bird. Now remember, this was one of Pharaoh's animals, so if the magician wasn't careful, he might end up in the same position as the bird. He wasn't worried. stood there with the bird's body in one hand and its head in the other. And slowly brought the pieces together. At first, there was silence. The magician patted the bird's head gently, and it started to chirp. And then it clapped its wings. And then there was a sigh of relief from the court, as they could see that the bird had been completely restored. And that is the story of the oldest trick in the book.
Good job, Blaze. I love it. Awesome job. The only criticism I really have, is that it's difficult to hear it. It's a little on the quiet side. Being able to increase the volume would be good. That's it, though. It was really fun. That's a cool trick. I love it. The oldest trick in the book. Because books have pages and stuff, you know? Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. Hey, I'm really happy that you shared that if you're listening. More of that! More, please! Seriously. You had my attention the entire time. That's no small feat. Seabus with some cross stitch. The magician was like, we can rebuild it. We have the technology. Exactly. We can make it stronger, faster. I know, indeed. There should have been a spoiler for violence against burbs. Seabus with some progress on the Care Bear cross stitch. We love this. And boop. Oh, am I supposed to boop Blaze? I think I am here. Boop! Get booped, Blaze. This looks great. Our friend Seabus has been working on this project for some time and making steady progress on a regular basis, and does do that on stream. And I know we gave Seabus a fancy shout out earlier, so please make sure you give our friend Seabus Rockstar a follow. Azure Dragon with Brew More, Do More. We love this. Azure Dragon with all kinds of amazing art, often involving cats. Boop and boop. And I really like this. This is very cute. The little teapot. Cousin's baby blanket is done. Good job, Judy. And what this is a combination baby blanket and toy bag. So you can cinch this up, this strip around the outside. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Seabus. Thank you for sharing in the show and tell and being awesome. We appreciate you. Cousin's baby blanket is done. It's a traveling baby blanket and toy bag. I love this idea. This is so smart and so cool. I was actually thinking about creating a stuffy hammock for my daughter because she's got a lot of stuffies and I wanted to help her keep her room picked up. So this kind of thing where it's pretty and it's soft and it has multiple uses is really amazing. Very sweet gift. Start of the second sleeve. Crochet sleeve pot de. Excellent. Go, Amy, go. Indeed, yay, indeed. Yarny Pixie with first is Ogre Socks for Hubs. Almost 12 inches around. Second is your first crochet shawl. Third goes with the fourth picture of your new socks you're casting on with your new Flexi Flip needles. Cuff heels and toes will be hot pink and body of socks will be the speckled. Oh, these are pretty. I like the colors. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That is just beautiful. That is lovely. How pretty is that? Ooh, alpaca. Ooh, it's some alpaca. Please go give Yarny Pixie a follow, you guys. Oh, I love it. That is a really nice, super bright pink. beautiful. It'll go so nicely with this. I love that. That combination is awesome. Yeah, super bright, but then still has some like neutral sort of tones right here, you know? I dig that. Very, very cool. Awesome work. Thank you so much for posting. This is really pretty. What's this pattern? Did you say? First crochet shawl. What's the pattern you're using? Is it, and the yarn? Clazania? Awesome. What yarn is it? I love the color changing from the pink to the green. This is really beautiful spring vibes. Yarn is Yarn Art Rose Garden. That makes sense. ROM with Progress releasing the digital coloring book this Friday. Cover and all that stuff in here. So that's the answer to your question, Jennifer. Go check it out. I'm sure that ROM would love, if anyone wanted to purchase this book, would love that. And please support independent artists. ROM is a great friend of the stream, been with us as a community member for many years now, and also a charity team participant. Thank you so much. So that brings us to the end. And speaking of charity, that's a nice segue. That brings us to the end of Show and Tell for the last 2 weeks. Thank you so much for everybody who posted in there over the last 2 weeks. I sent a message to the people at Big Table, and I made a campaign for Mario Day. We are only going to be fundraising on Mario Day. A single day of fundraising. We love Starlight. I love any excuse to show them support and love. We will do a longer stream, and we will do some Mario gaming and also some Mario related crafts. A single day, March 10th, which is Mario Day. We will be doing it again this year with Team Stream Stars. Huge shout out to our friend Black Apple Creative for being an amazing team coordinator. I do need to update that command. So one day on March 10th, and then we will also do another single day fundraiser. Myself, I am only going to do a single day fundraiser for this, but I will make a team campaign for Team Quirky Cluckers for anyone and everyone who would like to support Big Table. It's not going to be some, knockdown, drag out big. We're not going to try to do any kind of a raid train or anything like that, but I want to make the possibility of supporting a team campaign a thing. And we may end up having some team goals and possibly prizes associated with that. I'll keep you guys posted in the Team Quirky Cluckers Discord. So that's our charity team, and we basically just do 2 events a year in any kind of real official capacity: Big Table and Creative Season. We do sometimes and have, I think almost every year, if not every year, had a Play Live campaign. Play Live is great. It's an awesome opportunity to support St. Jude, and it's the biggest campaign of the year for St. Jude on Tiltify, especially on Twitch. However, I feel like it's better for us to focus our energy on the event that has to do with crafting, with creative, right? Which is Play Live Creative Season, and that stretches from October all the way through the end of the year. But what I would like to do is further narrow it down to a single week that we will be supporting St. Jude as a team. Clearly, if people want to keep their campaigns open, I'm happy to do that through the end of the season, because I know not everybody is able to participate as much as they'd like to, no matter what dates we pick. There's always going to be somebody who's got something else going on a lot of the time. I would like also to try to make sure we have enough space between our amazing friends, the Mocos, and our fundraiser. Reason being, it is hard for people to do multiple large charity campaigns. Some folks really only have 1 or 2 in them a year due to time constraints, right? They've got family obligations, they work full time, etc. They have their own bills to pay. It takes energy, it takes time. And especially if it's something where you're doing crafting stuff and maybe parting with things that you would otherwise normally sell. So we will have an auction. I do want to try to schedule it within a reasonable time frame prior to Christmas so that people can purchase holiday gifts for their friends, their loved ones, etc., maybe for themselves, and it will arrive. We should have a reasonable expectation of the item arriving before Christmas, so long as it's, you know, not like a commission that takes months to complete. Okay, so maybe we might want to make a stipulation, like where the point here is for people to be able to do some holiday shopping. So if it's a commission, please make sure it's nothing that would take an excessive amount of time to deliver, since we want people to receive it by the holidays if possible. Or you need to indicate that it would take a long time. I think that everybody has received everything. If anybody ever is having any issues with anything like that, please, you are not bothering me. It is part of my job as a team coordinator, captain. I know that Chimera is going to be really occupied and really busy. So that's the reason why I'm like, you know what? Maybe no Play Live to speak of this year. And we have so many awesome friends. I would push you in the direction of our friends, the Mocos, who aren't going to be fundraising during actual prize season, but will have a big art community fundraiser. They did such an incredible job with St. Jude fundraising in their like, I mean, they knocked it way out of the park, and we love them. And I'm deeply disappointed that I will not get to see them in person at Summit. Trust me, if I felt like there was any way that I could convince my husband, or, you know, not even convince my husband, because he has a point. I have made multiple trips out of state now. And there is something that he has coming up, and we just can't have them both that close together. And it is definitely his turn. And this is also something for like a childhood friend. So he has a wedding to attend. I am super happy that he's going. I am certainly the more social of the two of us, and so opportunities to go and meet people in person sound like great fun to me. But we have priorities here at home that need to be tended to, and even though they take care of everything, they're very generous. They pay for your transportation, your lodging, you're fed the whole time you're there. 4 days in the middle of the week when it's not a vacation for my kids, and even if it was, is really difficult for us to swing still at this point in our family business and all these other things. So trust me, I wish that it were not the case, but logistically speaking, it is not about the money. Before anybody tries to speak up and say anything about like, well, do you need help with funds? No, because they pay for everything for you to go to Summit. Like, you could go to Summit and not spend a penny and still attend. They make sure of that. Just like families at St. Jude, you are their guest. And they take care of literally everything. You wake up in the morning, come downstairs, there's breakfast. They take you to all the places on the campus. They show you everything. If you want to, of course, you can go out and go get a coffee somewhere, go to dinner, or, you don't have a ton of time for extracurriculars, but like, you're certainly welcome to go and support the local economy. And then they have a gift shop there. I bought some things at the St. Jude gift shop when I went. And again, as disappointing as it is that I can't go, I am just happy for whomever gets to have this experience. If me not going means that another person gets to go, certainly I'm not refraining from attending for that reason, but maybe it means somebody else who's never been gets to go. I don't know. One way or the other, St. Jude is there. They're not going anywhere. We love fundraising for them. Hopefully we will have future opportunities. We will be invited again, and we'll be able to attend another time. But until life, until our family's hectic and busy schedule, which is a result of having 3 beautiful children, until that settles down a little bit more, it just might not really be a thing for me. And, that is what it is. And you guys are awesome. So please don't feel like this is any failing of anyone's. It is just that it just doesn't work for our family's schedule. Sadly. Okay, so now I guess we just make some knockers, right? Until my kids are home. We have like an hour and a half. I actually thought we would have more stuff in there from Show and Tell. And that's not a negative comment. I'm saying I was worried that I might not get through all of it today. So I'm happy that we were able to get through it in a timely fashion. All right, so we need to, so this is where I get confused, right? Because I need to do a make one right. I just cannot seem to keep these straight in my head. Again, our spotlight today was anti-trashy. If you weren't here earlier in the stream, please make sure that you do give our friend anti-trashy a follow. I have to go in and cull follows again. Again. But it's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is, chat. Okay, so use the left needle to pick up the strand from back to front. Okay, so like that. And then we go under. Oh my God. It's fine. This is fine. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Rom. We were wondering where your comic book will be available for purchase. Your comic book, your coloring book. See, my mind is elsewhere with the shop needing some of my attention this week. You're off to stop procrastinating for more carport fun. I love you. Have a great day, Flava. Go check out Flava's shop as well. Flava's super talented. Hi, Cookie Lady. I'm good. I hope you're doing well. Oh, wait. This is... Oh, God. No! Sorry. It just this other needle just slid right out of there we go. I'm like, hello? Hi, Pokey. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I don't address people till they start typing in chat because, you know, hey, maybe you're just chilling and lurking and you're like, yeah. I like what you're doing, but you don't need to talk to me. Now, wait a second. So, do you knit one and then do the make one at the beginning of the... At the beginning of the needles? Or do you make one in the space between the two needles? Oh, I'm so confused. This says make one left. You meet a newborn chicken hat today? You'll work on the Easter egg cocoon on Thursday. Aw, cute. No. I think that it sounds like you're supposed to do it. Oh my God. Okay. M1L. Why do I have to look at this again? Okay, this was an M1R. But then, so then are you supposed to... No, because you have to do it... Oh my God. I might just go back to knit front back. I'm serious. I'm sure it looks beautiful. But I think I just made an executive decision, and this is the back of the knocker anyways, and I am not going to mess with this make one right and make one left anymore. Because they're easy when it's front back. They're easy. They're really easy when it's knit front and back, and when it's not, it's like just constantly second guessing if I'm doing right or left, because my brain is just never gonna get this down. It's hard enough for me to remember if I'm on like, memory is such a weird thing. It's hard enough for me to remember if I'm on a round where I need to increase on both sides. Yeah, I just wish that M1R and M1L would sync into my brain properly. I think if I sit and do this while I'm not trying to talk at the same time, it might be easier. So maybe if I practice doing some of them off stream, it'll make it easier. Because yeah, it's not, my brain doesn't like to form habits. My brain is like, habits would be cool. They're useful. But have you tried being constantly distracted from things that you need to do? Have you tried being inexplicably drawn to something that is new every 5 minutes? The other day when you swapped to this change, you restarted several times over like an hour and a half. Yeah, I think I could do it given the time to sit and focus on it. It's a weird change. It does look cleaner, IMO, but it's not going to just be an instant change. Yeah. Well, in the interest of just at least being able to produce something. I'm telling myself I'm not allowed to open any of the other colors of this yarn. Until I am done making a few finished pairs. Yes. We can look at that in just a moment. I did finish show and tell a little earlier than I thought I would today, and so we totally have time to go back and look at it again. You know, I don't know. There's probably an argument to be made that if we finish show and tell early, stream just ends. So you guys have to keep sharing in the show and tell to keep the stream going. Yeah, that's it. Have to keep doing stuff in the show and tell. Then it would just turn into a free-for-all of nonsense and memery in there. And that would be funny, but it would also bury things that we actually want to look at. So please don't. We do reserve the right anywhere in the Discord to, you know, delete or ask somebody to repost a message if it doesn't seem like it fits with what it's supposed to be. You know, off topic, etc. Infinite stream hack? No! No pics of my nares. I swear. Let me finish this round. Cookie lady. You guys have a dungeon you can hop in on.
Yes, Queen Slay.
Oh, that's awesome, Cookie Lady. I'm so happy for you. That must be a huge relief. If you guys want to jump in on the Tangia dungeon, you can get in there. Up to a dozen people can join a Tangia dungeon. Got about 5 seconds left if you want to do that. And here, let's allow me to. Oh, this is very cute. How adorable is this? Look at this cute little hat. Super duper cute. Boop. We love that. Oh, I had it so that we could see more of Bleeze's magic trick, which was so fun. It's awesome. Very, very cute. I love that. That's so adorable. My mind just went blank for a moment there. Did you guys see that? That was interesting. That was exactly what I was just going to ask. Is this the egg? The white is the top part of the egg for the Easter egg cocoon. There you go. What are you bad for? What are you bad for? What do you mean? Oh, because it's covering up the picture? That's okay. Look. Look, we can see the cute little eyes. It's all good. No biggie. See, like, slide it over like that. All good. All good. Very cute. Boop. And a boop. Super adorable. Nicely done, Cookie Lady. Don't be sorry. You're good. Like I said, I feel like it's like the smallest it could be, really. Like, reasonably. The Tangia Dungeons thing. I slept well last night. Well, especially compared to the night before that. I was out of here at what, like 11:30, 11:45 last night, and I went and had myself a snack and got right in bed and fell asleep pretty easily, which, you know, isn't always the case. And was not woken by our dog. One thing I do need to do is I have a small errand I need to run, but I can do that at any time. I can also take any children that want to come with me along once they get home. I mean, you're not wrong. How many knockers have you made already, Hijinks? Now, that said, we have until October. Ad break is incoming if you don't have a sub or a turbo subscription. You might get up to 90 seconds worth of ads. Help support the channel and the platform. Thanks for sticking around through them. How goes the knockers? Mirror, they are going fairly well. They are going fairly well. Thank you for asking. How is your Monday? Pokey, exclamation point knockers. These are, here's a finished and stuffed one. They are soft, comfortable breast prostheses for folks that have had mastectomy or lumpectomy. Designed with more comfort in mind. They're lightweight, they are breathable, they're washable. The stuffing can be adjusted through the little hole in the back. So if the person would prefer that they are more stuffed, they can add stuffing. If they want to take some out, they can remove it. And it is a nonprofit organization that has a bunch of crafting volunteers that help to make them. And then some people even provide them locally through their network of providers, or you can mail them in to be distributed by the organization. And actually, one of the very first crafting streamers that I found on the platform, Jenny Knits, was making knitted knockers when I found her channel. Yeah, it's just a way that people who craft are trying to show, you know, folks that are going through something really rough, that they're not alone and that people care, and it's also functional. So unfortunately, the prostheses that they sell, that they make for folks that have had a mastectomy are the medical ones are often like they're just heavy and uncomfortable. Oh, thank you, Miro. Yeah, you're good. Thank you for using a snooze. Thank you, friend. But yeah, they are a really lovely way for people who have a, you know, specific skill, a particular set of skills, to help those who are going through something that is really, really difficult. Even just, you know, the treatment can be difficult. And then if, you know, you end up needing mastectomy, that's really hard emotionally. Even if you know that it's absolutely the right decision because it will likely save your life, it's still very difficult. So there's a free pattern available. Obviously, the yarn's not free, so thanks for your support. And we did have somebody very kindly purchase me a gift card so that I wouldn't have to pay for some yarn to get started. I did buy some yarn myself at Walmart because I wanted to try it out, the Lion brand Kobu. But this is Charme, C-H-A-R-M-E, from Circulo Yarns. So it is a 100% cotton. It's a mercerized 100% cotton intended to be made into clothing. It's, you know, not all cotton yarn. Like, it looks like a big ball of kitchen twine when you get it in the mail, and then you start working with it. You're like, oh, this actually has some softness to it, and it's not atrocious next to the skin at all. Ads in 3. Pre-rolls are off. Thank you. Do you mean pre-rolls are on? You gotta hit the hey. Thank you so much, Miro. Sleep well, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for always for being so attentive to our community and helping out as much as you do, and we appreciate you. Exclamation point 99 is in the chat for our friend Miro, and exclamation point mod love and all the things.
To the fart zone.
Hey, Wexter! Thank you so much. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Sooth, you said I raid and rip. We do tend to rip when people raid here, but we don't mean it like that. Welcome to the Fart Zone, Raiders. How was your stream? Wexter, how was it? I went ahead and I used that very last snooze as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for raiding. How was your stream? Tell me all about it. What were you up to? And also, would you please pick a color for me, Wexter? Pink or... Yes. Pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, or white. We do. We love our fart noises here. I don't know if you were aware of that, everyone coming in. Did Wexter prepare you for the Fart Zone? Hello, Pezliz. How are you? Wexter, seriously, please let me know a color. I love getting to know new people, but I feel like you've been here before. Maybe on a raid, or you've raided us before. And you were streaming art. Very cool. It was good. Can't complain. You were just sculpting some weird stuff in ZBrush. Fart noises are great. You're fart shocked now. Well, mission accomplished. Did it, chat? Yellow. I have yellow. I have yellow. We have some little eggs and some little chickens. And we put the chickens and the eggs in the bowl. The what? The bowl of Boknificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you. Wexter, if you have any specific links that you'd like to share with the community, like maybe you have a profile somewhere you're trying to get a few more friends to come visit you on, or if you have anything special coming up on your stream, please feel free to talk about it in chat. But if you have links, let us get you a permit first so you don't get bopped by the bot. Posting links directly to the chat is a subscriber perk, not necessarily because I think people should have to pay to be able to do it, but it keeps the pernicious roaming bots from being able to try and post spammy and scammy stuff here. We don't like that. Although Sari does a great job of bonking those right the cluck out of here usually. But thank you so much for your raid. You just started streaming a week ago, so you send people mostly to your Twitch these days. Hey, congratulations. You started streaming a week ago, and you have 243 followers. That's the...
Another one.
That... What? Jenna Quill, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Jenna Quill, thank you for gifting a sub to Wexter, so now you can post away. That's so sweet of you. Thank you very much. What color chicken do you want to be? Now, you were an egg. We can answer the question. Which came first, chat? Wexter was an egg before they were a chicken. Do you want a yellow chicken as well? I have yellow chickens, Wexter. The same color choices are available for chickens and eggs. Thank you so much, Jenna Quill, for you have done enough today, friend. You've done enough today. Jenna Quill upgraded to a tier 3 sub today. Which is incredible. We are trying to get to plus program level 2. So any and every single plus point helps, but a tier 3 is worth 6 plus points. So thank you for believing what we do here. And for sharing the benefits of being a subscriber with somebody else. There's such a thing as too much generosity, Jenna Quill. I know that your first part of your name is Jen, but simmer down. No, you are so awesome. I really appreciate you. If you would like a yellow chicken, we can do that. Let's do a yellow chicken for Wexter. Congratulations. Seriously, you're pushing 250 follows a week in. You know, a lot of times that's because we have enthusiastically participated in other people's communities, you know, previous to deciding we're going to start streaming, and that's really awesome. I do stuff. There's a Patreon. Listen, you are like, it's okay, just my Twitch. Meanwhile, there's Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, and printables. Meanwhile... You like, oh, so now all of those are just the, those are just chopped liver now? Wexter? Those are all just chopped liver now? There's the Patreon. Go check out the Patreon. A lot of people's Patreons you can join for free. I'm looking right now. You can follow them on Patreon, basically. About me, I play with toys and I make toys. Sometimes I'm making games, short films, and 3D models. I'm also running Wexter's Geeky Stuff YouTube channel. If you want to see what kind of models I've made for my patrons so far, like, dude, this is way cool. Joining, get joined for free. And you can consider whether or not you might want to support as a paid pledge. So do it. Do the thing. And then I know how it is. When you start a new thing, you're excited about it. I get it. He also makes you watch cat memes during stream. Yeah, get supported, nerd. And then what else was there? There was a YouTube. You mentioned it in your Patreon. Let's see here. Dude, you have 14. I'm sorry. I'm going to be that person right now. This is considered kind of uncouth, but I don't care. You have 14.9 thousand subscribers on YouTube. Get subscribed to on YouTube, okay? Get subscribed to on the tubes of you. We're trying to get to partner level 2 on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now. We're live on YouTube right now. For a year now, you can't get to 15K. Missing like 10 subs. Well, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You need like 9 more subscribers. I only count for half, so you need 9.5 more subscribers. I'm called 9.5 because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand, if you guys didn't know that. Yeah, I subscribed. I did it. I hit the button. Do the thing. And then there's also Instagram and printables. So, guys, please go check it out. Here's the Instagram. Where is it? Follow. Oh, my God. Some of this stuff is so cute. Ah, Gizmo! There's Gizmo on your Instagram. I love Gremlins. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. We have the Lego Gizmo right back here. Here, let me show you. We have the Lego Gizmo right there. I really enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed doing that. He's awesome, but you're biased. Is this your honey? Thank you for the first time Raider chat. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed. Your dear friends. Do you mod? Don't make it weird. I mean, too late. Been making it weird since 1979. Been making it weird since 1979. I shouldn't have tried to read between the lines, though. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming on the raid. Thank you, Wexter, for raiding us. I'm happy for you. That's awesome that you are almost, dear, yes, almost to 250 follows, guys. Please give Wexter a follow, who just started streaming this week. But this is a testament, right? So there's people who might want to look at that and go, how did this person get 243 followers? How do they have 243 followers? They just started a week ago. They have built something that exists outside of Twitch. There's a world outside of Twitch. There is a world outside of Twitch. So people sometimes come with a very healthy, very robust following from other platforms. Maybe they have been providing things that really make people feel like they get to celebrate their own creativity, do a bunch of fun stuff with 3D printing and other crafting and art stuff on like a Patreon or through a YouTube community. And when they come here, they're bringing a bunch of folks who just really already love what they do. So that's awesome, because that also helps people, what you are inadvertently doing, whether you like it or not, Wexter, is you're helping the rest of us find new friends as well. So whether you like it or not, yeah, see, that's a new friend. We love it. Thank you. No, it's really awesome, because there's a ton of that going. Oh, thank you so much for the follows, you guys. Wexter, I'm going to have to follow you from my alt. I do have a second channel. We do a lot of stuff with kids' charities here. I'm a mom of 3. I live in the Pacific Northwest. My husband and I own and operate a comic book trading card TTRPG, a hobby and game shop in St. Helens, Oregon called Pantheon Comics and Games. When we do charity, we do a lot of it for Starlight Children's Foundation and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And my kids were home with me a lot during the pandemic, and they still are. They still live here. They're at school right now, but when the pandemic hit real hard and everybody was trapped indoors all the time, I made the decision to make my channel family friendly / PG-13, like Muppet Show PG, because my kids are home with me a lot, and I don't need their childhood, to be like just remembering their mother being a complete degen on the internet. So we still degen a little bit here and there, and we have a second channel for when I want to play mature rated games and use foul language. Get it? Foul language, because chickens. Ironically enough, the mascot over there is a lemur because that's my favorite animal. Don't tell the chickens I said that. So, yes, bok bok. We love chickens here. We love lemurs. We love chatting. We love crafting. And we know a lot of awesome people. Farts do not require parental guidance. I mean, other than Pezlas, there are awesome farts where you definitely want to aim the child away from you, if you know what I mean. See, I clean poop and stuff. You're in the right place. 3 children. I have some experience, and 6 pets. I have some experience with poop. Ads are playing. Ads are blasting. Thank you for staying through the ads. BRB. I will be right back. Hi, Julie Needles. I love your face. BRB. We have ads, and we will finish introducing ourselves and tell you about what we're doing today. Thank you so much.
I have many talents.
For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no-scoping some kid. What even is that? No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's resin.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Help me! Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go. Hell yeah. Oh, that's rich. Tumble, did you? Wait. Tumble. Did you really think you were gonna get me to be quiet by saying shh in my chat? Yes. All the lulz.
Did you make it?
All right. So if you got an ad break just now, thank you. We couldn't snooze those any further. But we did take a quick break, so you didn't miss much. You missed me basically saying, thank you for staying through the ads. We'll be right back. But yes, we have been here doing this for, let's see now, almost 7.5 years. Almost 7.5 years. I started streaming in August of 2018. It'll be 7.5 years on the 31st of this month, I guess, right? Because August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, it'll be 7.5 years at the end of this month. Well, there is no 31st of February, but so early March, I guess. But then we just celebrated our 3rd year of Twitch partner. When I first started streaming, I had no following anywhere other than, you know, the children following me around asking when dinner was going to be. I worked in restaurants. I went to theater school, and I wanted to be a live performer for a living, but I kind of, strayed from that path for a long time and ended up just kind of continuing with restaurant work, which is something my parents had done, and they had gotten me my first jobs in restaurants. So I was a dishwasher, I was a prep cook, I was a cashier. I moved along into like serving, and then eventually ended up doing fine dining, and even got a level 1 Courtmaster Sommelier certificate, which means that I knew the most basic knowledge expected of you as far as nice restaurants and wine, if you ask me. A level 1 certificate is baby. It's baby level. The people who pass the final exam in that series of exams, it is one of the most difficult exams to study for and pass. Partly because you have to be able to access a lot of different types of wine so that you can accurately taste a wine and tell not just what the grapes are in it or where it's from. You also have to be able to guess the vintage. So, what year was it made? And not just like the general region, but maybe even like which estate in France the grapes were grown on. It's crazy. So that's way far down the line past where I got to. But I did enjoy that aspect of my job. However, I did decide, I made the difficult decision. It was difficult at the time. It makes all the sense in the world to me now. To abstain from drinking alcohol for a variety of reasons. I had a good enough base of knowledge that I was prepared to continue in that industry despite the fact that I wasn't going to drink anymore. And the pandemic saved me from that fate, actually, because somebody had to be home with the kids. My husband had a full-time job with insurance. It was clearly the obvious choice at that time. My job ceased to exist. The thing I had done professionally for over 2 decades just overnight was gone. And I looked into ways to support the family from home outside of Twitch, and all of them fell through, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And you guys kept showing up and supporting and making sure we could feed our family and keeping us from, a pretty dire situation financially. And then after the pandemic was over, there was no sense in me going back to restaurants because you guys had assembled a strong enough base of financial support for me and my family that I just didn't have to make that choice. So thank you so much. Wexter, have a great night. Sleep well. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Yellow chicken into the bowl. I don't think we did that yet for Jeniquil's gift sub to Wexter. Thank you. Ready? 1. We already told you about the bowl of magnificence, but we'll do it. We got to do the whole routine. Ready? Into the bowl you must go. The what? The bowl of magnificence. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we got a bone to pick with you, Squatch, because Jeniquil is all your fault, and thank you for that. Did someone say basic knowledge? I've been summoned. Yeah, there is a serious issue with people in the wine industry, whether they are, the ones serving and kind of curating the lists or the people producing it. There can be a problem for some people with drinking too much of it. It really is an issue for a lot of folks. But not everybody that works in that industry has that problem. And I wish that, I could have kept going with that. I would have really enjoyed it, but I'm kind of glad because if I had, I don't know that I would be sitting here doing this, and I much prefer this. I'd much rather do this than fight with a wax closure tableside while, someone who's spending $500 on a single bottle is staring me down and waiting for me to screw up, Hi, Jesse. Apollo's great. He's good. He went to the vet the other day, got his feline leukemia vaccination and his rabies. And he's growing like a weed. He's good. Who let you in? Oh my goodness. Sawi. You do have one thing to say. You did. What? What? You did what? You did what? You streamed her? Ah! Dueling needles. Dueling Needles. Dueling has been an incredible supporter of this channel and many other communities here as an enthusiastic viewer and a cheerleader of other people's creativity, and extremely generous to us here in so many different ways. Please give Dueling Needles a follow. Like, again, this is what I'm talking about. So in this instance, maybe it's not coming from a different platform with a built-in, viewership or whatever. But when you've been part of, like, Dueling Needles has been here in Makers and Crafting, I think, as long as I've been doing it. That's rad. I'm so happy for you. You said it was mostly just trying to figure out settings. Did you figure some stuff out? Do you need help? If you want help, I'm here. If you want help, I am not trying. I will not insert myself to help you or to I'm not. I don't like feeling like I'm being bossed around. Stubborn old Aquarius that I am. I love collaborating, but please, if I'm already kind of working on something on my own, ask me if I want the help. And if I do, I'll gladly, everyone needs help sometimes, but I don't like when people assume that I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I like figuring things out. You followed a tutorial and let's see if it works. Hey, YouTube University works great for a lot of stuff when it comes to streaming. A test stream, how exciting. If you're gonna have like a big official first stream, please post about it in the Discord. Please, Dueling Needles. If you remember, please don't feel like you can't. I want to know about it, and I assure you many others would like to know about it as well. It's your turn now. That is so awesome. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. See, we've got Wexter that came in here and just started streaming a week ago. You're just using the plain old OBS as Stream Elements and Streamlabs really confuse you. How ironic. Keep it simple at first. You can always introduce more later. The more stuff you try to put in there at the beginning, the harder it's going to be to figure everything out. And like, something's broken. You got like 16 million things already. Like, just get used to streaming. And then, you can always worry about all the other nonsense later. Plus, the Twitch alerts, Dueling Needles, actually help you, if you want to try and have a central place for a lot of things until you decide whether or not you want to do something else that's custom and more complex. It totally suffices. And it can be customized. Like if you want to put different, GIFs and stuff and use different fonts. So that's something to consider. And then it's stored in the cloud, so it's a little bit more portable, quote unquote. So like if you wanted to stream from like a laptop somewhere, as long as you have access to your account, you could just slap your stream key into a different instance of OBS and throw a browser source in there with all your alerts and you'd be ready to go. Local bot has its advantages in some ways, but it also means that you can't use it anywhere else except that machine. OBS seemed to be the best to be able to add things. It's pretty straightforward for the most part. It certainly can get complicated, particularly with like if you're adding a bunch of plugins and all that stuff, but that's so exciting. I'm so happy. Yay. Whee! Dueling Needles is a very accomplished knitter as well. So, hello, Dabble Dad. How are you? Thank you for your first time raider chat. You must have come along with Wexter. I think that might be the only raid we've had today so far. There's still a little tiny bit of time. But yes, thank you so much for popping into chat. Say hello. You streamed from a laptop once. Santa was mad you couldn't control your bladder. Oh my, what? Wait, what? Oh, squatched! That squatched, no. Get this kid off my lap. What do you want? A nice football? Anyway, the best puns make you think, and that one did too. Oh no! You were AFK for a while. No problem. Thank you so much for popping in to the chat to say hello. We have a big thing here about people will come in and they'll be apologizing for being late to the raid or whatever, and I'm like, no, stop it. I'm like, you are never late. That nerd. This is a hypothetical, okay? This is an example of what will happen to you if you apologize for being late. See, saying I'm here is fine. We like that. Hi. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It is nice to meet you. Thank you for popping into the channel. So yes, copy. Yeah, hey, it's all good. Hey, we're happy to have you no matter what, you know? And sometimes people can only stop in to say hello and then they have to move right along because they have a life outside of Twitch. Yeah, you know what, Jesse? Deleted. Yeeted and deleted. Yeeted and deleted. We do not apologize for being late. Right now, we are making something called knitted knockers. Those are a soft, breathable, washable prosthetic for folks that have had a mastectomy. I have never had a prosthetic for this, but I know what it's like to go through an amputation. And I have family members that have had various types of cancer. I have a really good friend who's been through leukemia and had a lumpectomy. So I know that it can be really tough to go through any and all of that. And this organization called Knitted Knockers has a free pattern and a bunch of recommended yarns. And if you do not have it in your power and your time and your energy to distribute them yourself locally, you can send them to the organization and they will distribute them for you. So they are handmade. There is a knitting and also a crochet pattern available for constructing them. And one of the first creative streamers I ever found on the platform, because I started out of all things as a Fortnite streamer, goes by Jenny Knits, hasn't streamed in a long time, is no longer active on the platform, but was one of the first crafting streams that I found on the platform. And was making knitted knockers because Jenny is a breast cancer survivor. So we love working with a bunch of different organizations. One of them that we have fundraised for in the past is Stand Up to Cancer. There are all kinds of clinical trials, and there's people working diligently, scientists, researchers, doctors, working diligently to try to speed the process along to make cancer a thing of the past, but they can't do it without funds. And until we live in a world someday where there's no such thing as a cancer diagnosis, this is something that can help people who are in a pretty rough spot in their lives. So I love crafting with a purpose like this. Oops, did I forget to do? No, I didn't. I do, have a shop and I sell things, but that's not really my main focus here per se, like for some people it really is, right? They're running a business and streaming is a way to try and get eyeballs on their business. For me, it's more about promoting creativity for our people, working with charities, doing stuff, entertaining people, giving them an uplifting and fun place to hang out. And being able to spend more time with my family, way more time with my family than I was when I was a professional full-time streamer or server, in restaurants. We were just talking about that. I had worked my way up to really nice restaurants with really good quality food. I'm from Portland, Oregon originally, so there's no end of amazing places to eat and to work there if you're in the restaurant industry. But also that industry started to change there and became a little too focused on whether or not we could get ourselves into an article in the newest issue of Bon Appetit, or a little explosion in the population and attention from things like Portlandia and stuff like that. Kind of the caricature in Portlandia is not there's certainly a lot about it that is accurate. I was raised by a New Yorker and a Midwesterner who moved to Portland in the 70s. So I'm totally willing to laugh at myself and at my hometown. But what they did was they brought attention to it in this way that backfired kind of and made it everybody, all of a sudden it was on the map. I mean, it wasn't the only factor, but it certainly didn't hurt. And it sort of felt like they weren't showing some of the stuff about it that was really pretty cool, actually, and that like way back in the day, people didn't take themselves too seriously in Portland, and that was kind of the whole idea, is that it was basically an industry town that ended up with like a pretty neat collection of like, you know, small like little art galleries and stuff like that, and like decent food and everything, you know, nice restaurants. The proximity to wine country and the long growing season is a big reason why it became a big restaurant town, for sure. And it was cheaper to, you know, come build a restaurant in Portland than it would be in like San Francisco or, you know, Seattle or any of the other big cities along the coast. So I love Oregon. I love Portland. I enjoy going back there for a visit, but I no longer live in the Portland metropolitan area. I'm outside of Portland now by about an hour. And I taught myself to knit in my 20s after learning to crochet as a child. The accident that cost me the top half of my right index finger happened when I was 4. So I already had learned how to do pretty much everything before I learned to crochet. And I prefer continental, I think, because I learned to that's what style of knitting I'm doing right now, because I learned to crochet first. So one of these knockers takes about, I don't know, probably take me about, if I sat and really focused on it, I could probably make one. Hijinks, have you timed yourself at all? I don't know how fast I could make one if I wasn't distracted by talking and reading chat. See, it's all your fault. No. Hashtag blame chat. In the best and the worst way possible. What are you up to this Monday, High Feelings? What is anybody up to this Monday? Everyone feel free to answer that question. Hopefully, if the weekend is the weekend for you, if it's not running around getting your butt kicked, because, you know, yesterday was the big game, so I always feel for people who work in sports bars and any kind of bar with a TV, because you get a lot of amateurs out drinking out in public that don't know what they're doing, don't know how to control themselves. Working on minis, just finished dinner. I made lasagna on Saturday, and we had it again yesterday, and it was so good. Learning Twitch and doing some 3D sculpting. Please feel free to ask me questions about Twitch, but take everything I say with a grain of salt. I mean, you should probably do that with anybody. Give you the old jaded Twitch streamer advice. Don't bother. It's all just a bunch of bots anyways. It's not true. There's a lot of amazing people here. You're vegging for another week while you figure out what to do with your life. Everyone needs time to adjust to the kind of changes that have the kind of big, you know, tough life events that you have recently experienced. So go easy on yourself. I hope that that's you saying, like, I need this time and I'm going to take it if it's at all possible. I've been there. It's not fun. Dealing with something that monumental. Here's a quick question. What does it mean to gift subs to someone? So, Dabble Dad, I'm sure you're familiar, right? With like on Patreon, on YouTube, there's memberships, there's pledging, you know, basically some sort of a pay-for subscription that comes with benefits and supports the person. And typically, depending on where you are supporting them, there's a revenue share that's paid out to the platform, and then the person keeps the rest of it. Well, subscriptions are that here. And when you become monetized on the platform, so like, for example, we've got our friend Junie, Junie Von Esch. I'm picking on you. Junie's been subscribed to the channel for 30 heckin' months. 30 heckin' months, and that's a paid recurring subscription. So Junie chooses to push the button herself and puts in a payment method and dutifully parts with her funds every month for us because she's amazing. Now, that said, right, so we appreciate that deeply, right? We deeply appreciate those that are willing and able to do that. Willing and able, right? That's key because the platform itself is not behind a paywall per se, right? It's ad supported unless you choose to. We had an 81-month subscriber who's been. No, there's not a single gifted sub in that 81 months. We had an 81-month resub last night, which is like wild to me. That person has been supporting what I do practically since I was monetized. In January is when I was monetized in 2019, but that person didn't find my channel until April or May of that year. So every single month since they found my channel, they have been a paid recurring supporter of what we do. You were a free range sub. You were a free range sub. So now that said, right, we understand and can appreciate that, you know, there's several factors when it comes to financial support of a content creator, artist, or whomever, right? A creative, including sometimes people are unable to support that way, even though they'd love to. Sometimes they've only been in a few times and, you know, maybe they enjoyed themselves, but it's been a minute since they've been by. Maybe they've been here as like a extra viewer brought in on a raid, because that's a whole other thing that I could explain if you want me to. Raids is, you know, it's a redirect on YouTube is a similar thing, but it's a big part of the culture here. You came here on a raid with Wexter, right? So maybe you've been to the channel on a raid, but you weren't actually paying a whole lot of attention. Well, Twitch still sees that you've been present in their channel. And when you decide to gift subs, you can do it to a specific, you can offer that gifted sub. So it's all the benefits. They get the emotes. They don't have ads. If the streamer has other things like we do, where you get discounts on Tangia, you get discounts in the merch shop, etc. So Jeniquil gifted a sub to Wexter, right? Wexter now can post links in the chat without a permit. That's a sub perk. For 30 days. It's a gifted subscription. It lasts for 30 days from the time the person gifts the sub. So you can gift longer amounts of time to people. You can do 3 months, 6 months, and some people, we're not sure why it's not available to everyone. Could be like a geographical thing or who knows what. Some of Twitch's ways are a bit mysterious. Some people have a button for 12 months. They can gift an entire year to someone all in one go. The streamer gets the money 1 month at a time. So now you can also do multiple gifted subs, and then that's going to gift it out to random members of the community. Twitch determines the algorithm. Let's say you gifted 10 subs. You might hit 3 or 4 people, ads in 3 minutes, case in point. You might hit 3 or 4 people who you know personally. That's part of it. I've noticed that gifted subs tend to go out to folks who, like, for example, you've spent a lot of time in the same channels with them and stuff, or you watch them a lot. They can go to people who are already regular members of the community that you've never talked to or interacted with in any way, but the streamer knows who they are. And they can also go to those randoms who have maybe passed through on raids and other things. And it does get people to come in and say, hey, thanks for the gifted sub. And sometimes they check out the channel. So it is sort of a form of promotion in a way. But, you know, mainly we are super thankful for those that do it because it is financial support for the channel. So we get a revenue share from those, just like we would if it was a paid recurring sub like Junie. If somebody comes in and says, wee, here's 1,000 gifted subs. Like, first of all, we may have to resuscitate the streamer. But a percentage of that is going to go to people, like I said, who already watch, people whose subs have lapsed for whatever reason. And it's just kind of like, poke, remember this streamer? Hey, remember this streamer? And also, hey, thank you for watching this streamer. And, oh, hey, maybe you might like this streamer. And, hey, someone you know gifted subs to this streamer. Maybe you'd like to check them out. So there's an element of that to it. But it is really generous and really kind of people to do. And it's a nice feature. I wish that they counted towards Plus program, which is what the 70 out of 300 on our screen, a RIP streamer. I wish that they counted towards Plus program in some way, but they don't affect that total, which then if people are like Junie, if people are like Geniquil, if people are like Squatched, and many others who are part of our community, who choose to pay to have a subscription here. And again, no shade thrown at anyone who doesn't do that or can't. Understand. Let me be very clear. I just appreciate those people. That's how Twitch determines whether or not you get a better revenue share. Can you get people to sign up to subscribe to your stream because they really love what you're doing and want to see it continue and they want to be the one to pay to support you? Okay, we'll give you more of the subscription cost. We have an ad break that I can't stop coming. So if you have more questions, you can type them in the chat. I'll gladly explain as much as I possibly can. Algorithm also does a 1 degree of separation for gift subs. The guy you watched during the morning and afternoon got gifted a sub to Maz, and you're 100% sure. Right, I'm saying, yes, exactly. There's crossover there somehow or other. And they're like, all right, there's a little connection here. And I mean, honestly, it's kind of smart. Chances are that there will be, you know, plenty of people who find someone through that sort of connection. You know, maybe you go check out a gifted sub channel and you're like, nah, it's not for me. That's okay. It's funny because people will come in and be like, why did I get it? Why did somebody give me a sub? They seem angry about it. You're like, because they're cool like that? Why you mad, bro? Like, they just can't figure out why they got gifted a sub when they've never been to your channel. I'm like, that's a tactic. It's a tactic. Okay, ads are playing. I'll be right back.
I have many talents.
For people like me, I'm super social. I love people. I have absolutely no trouble going out trying to make new friends. I'm a little bit of a dweeb. There's some people who definitely just don't get me. They're like, what is the deal with that chick? She is crazy loud. And what is this she's talking about? 360 no scoping some kid. What even is that? No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's resin.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Help me! Tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go! Hell yeah. Oh, that's rich. Tumble, did you? Wait. Tumble. Did you really think you were gonna get me to be quiet by saying shh in my chat? Yes, all the lulz. Geniquil would like to point out that it is absolutely and strictly forbidden by Twitch TOS for you to purposely pick a trolly gift sub name. Or at least I'm petitioning for it to be. I kid because I'm totally guilty of that myself. So you can actually type in the search bar and look for someone. And I would never abuse that at twitch.tv/artandjest. Why else would Twitch allow those accounts to exist? Yeah, there's been like whole rashes of people gifting to like every fast food chain. You laughing on the screen while driving the car in game made your bird start laughing uncontrollably. Oh no. What kind of bird do you have, Dabble Dad? What kind of bird do you have? Yeah, I would be terrified to have any kind of a bird that has mimicry, because then I would have to know what I actually sound like, even more than I already do. But like from like a bird standpoint, I feel like they pick the things that are just like the most ridiculous. It's two small conures. That's so funny. But yes, Now, I think they're very cool animals. We have a cat, unfortunately, that has an extremely high prey drive, and kitty cat, boy kitty, our eldest boy kitty, he cannot be stopped. He's a murder machine. So it's unfortunate because I love birds and I'm like, dude, I think rodents are adorable too and everything, but they are much more likely to cause major issues in my home. So him keeping their population under control outside is probably helpful to just about everybody. But the birds, on the other hand, the male mimics he laughing and he says, be nice before he bites. Oh my gosh. Mimics you and says, be nice before he bites. That's hilarious. They're such intelligent and interesting creatures. They really are. And when they befriend you or get attached to you, like, dude, never gonna give you up. They are yours for life. And that's why it's unfortunate if an owner passes, because the bird is maybe not gonna really ever bond to someone that same way. Maybe they will, but maybe not. They're really cool creatures. I think they're really neat. We love chickens here. I love chickens, although lemurs are my favorite animal. Disappointing, I know. But yes. So we have gotten this far on a knocker today. I didn't count my stitches yet. I should count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20 stitches on each needle. Which means if we want to make a, I think I was going to try and make a C cup knocker. Yeah. 30 stitches per needle, so we're 10 more increases away from completing another one. And then we'll do a second for a pair. My kids are going to be home pretty soon, and I'd like a chance to actually visit with our raid target today because, thankfully, it would appear, if I'm not mistaken, that our amazing friend, who we picked on earlier for Streamer Spotlight, is still live. And is breaking the hype train record in their channel. We have to go. I love you guys, but... speaking of, this is a whole thing. Hype trains are a thing. It's like if enough people do enough fun things to support someone, they get what's called a hype train. And you can have a record that you can set. And right now, Trashy is at 44% of level 10. You guys come with me on the raid. If you want to throw something in this raid message about birthday, it is actually Trashy's birthday today. They are an amazing friend of the channel, a fantastic charity supporter, super, super fun, infectious laugh. Double Dad, watch out. Trashy's laugh is probably going to set off your birds. Let's go over there and party with Trashy, you guys. I'm so happy that we were able to feature Trashy today. Thank you so much to Wexter for the raid. All of you for the amazing and beautiful support for the channel, especially these people. I need to update this with at least 2 more new names. Thank you so much to our tier 2s and tier 3s who go the extra mile, and some of them even the extra mile to support what we do. Our paid pledges on Patreon, our Fourth Wall members, our YouTube members. You guys are amazing. I may stream this evening. I'm not sure. I really have a lot to do. I have a lot to do. I also need to do stuff that requires off-stream attention. So I may choose to do that. But I will see you guys when we're back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be short. I will try to go live as early as I can tomorrow morning. Unlike today, I was a little bit behind. Please, please, please come with us on the raid. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, Cranston, you too. Double Dad, thank you for popping in. Jenical, thank you so much again for increasing your tier to a 3. It is so appreciated. So much help for Plus Program Level 2. I love you all. I'll see you over there. Do something nice for yourselves. It's important and you're worth it. Bye.
I was debating rating you.